the school beauty at the awakening ceremony. Awakens the SS deer beast, the nine-tailed celestial fox. But she says to me, no matter what I awaken, she still form a pact with me. Just when everyone thinks I'm not good enough for her, I walk up to the awakening platform. The awakening ritual begins. In that instant, a mysterious purple aura floats in from the east. A golden five-clawed dragon soars in the aura. A war tiger leaps within it. The vermilion bird glides through the purple light. A kumping descends from the sky, looking like it could swallow the whole city. It's the nine-tailed celestial fox. Mythic beasts, Tauti, Tortoise, Zhuanwo, and Qilin materialize. The phoenix and others appear as well. In this world, women awaken into powerful beasts at age 18. Some girls awaken as shadow spirit cats. Some tomboys become thunder white tigers. Some CEOs awaken as flame dragons. They become the main force fighting monsters. Guys, on the other hand, awaken as beast tamers, supporting the women who do the fighting. At the plaza of Blue Star Dragon Nation's 3rd Academy, 10 awakening classes gather. Hundreds of students, led by teachers, walk towards the awakening platform. On stage is a girl with a round, pretty face, delicate and attractive, going through her awakening. A 5-meter-tall Wolf King appears behind her, strong and intimidating. Its cold stare sends chills down everyone's spine. Su Manchu, steer Wolf King template. Back in the center plaza, the giant platform broadcasts a cold mechanical voice. A bright white light flashes, and her human ears become Wolf ears. Then a black Wolf tail grows out behind her. Whoa, an S tier. She's probably the strongest student this year. No wonder she's got steer beast-eared girl genes. Talk about a glow-up. So jealous. I heard she already has a handsome boyfriend. She can have both human and beast ear forms as a partner. That's really enviable. The neat student line erupts all at once. Everyone starts chatting. Standing in line, I listen, hearing all the praise around me. I can't help but look over at the platform. That round-faced girl, Su Mengshu, is my girlfriend. All the classmates nearby are super excited. They swarm around me, saying Han Shinki has a girlfriend with an S-tier template. After bonding, we can transform into Wolf Kings together. You're about to hit it big. I crossed into this post-apocalyptic monster world, where the rules are nothing like Earth. It's been 18 years now. Maybe because of a mysterious birth. I only woke up last week. My memories of Earth came back. And at the same time, I activated a system called God Tier Beast Master. Right now, I've got 3 functions. Beast Template Scan.
Task rewards.
And after awakening is over, I can unlock summoning beast form upgrades. If I bond with a beast-eared girl, facing forward. The school beauty, who's also my best bro. And desk mate Zhao Feili is up next. SS Tier 9-tailed fox ready to awaken. Suddenly, the students around me all clear out, making a path. Petite Su Mengshu walks over, looking proud. She lifts her chin slightly and sneers at me, Han Shinki. Let's break up. We're from 2 different worlds now. You should know where you stand. You don't deserve me anymore. The S-tier template is the highest ever awakened in this school, based on my talent. If I awaken with even a B-tier beast master trait, it's like hitting the jackpot. I clench my fists, look the petite Su Mengshu in the eye. Fine, we'll break up. Hope you don't regret it. She just smirks at my words. You think I'd regret it? She doesn't finish before. Zhao Feili, right in front, does a backflip, landing in front of everyone. Han Shinki, will you be my boyfriend? My fist slowly unclenches, and I smile brightly. Of course I will. Nice. Zhao Feili and I have been classmates 3 years. We've always been close. Like brothers. She clearly stepped in to help me out. When she saw me in a tough spot, Su Mengshu clutches her stomach and fake laughs, her expression full of mockery. Zhao Feili doesn't care at all about them, looks around stubbornly, and shoots a glare their way. When she looks at Su Mengshu, she scoffs, ready to awaken. Get ready, Zhao Feili. As soon as Zhao Feili is called on stage, Su Mengshu's sneer gets even wider. But the moment Zhao Feili awakens, the sunlight dims. A mysterious regal aura shoots into the sky from her body, covering a 10-kilometer radius. Ethereal music echoes in the air, while flowers appear out of thin air. Then a 100-meter tall 9-tailed fox shadow emerges from Zhao Feili. All those blooming flowers suddenly freeze. Zhao Feili, S. Steer Nine-Tailed Fox Template. The Awakening platform broadcasts a cold mechanical voice. SS Tier. Su Mengsu's smile freezes instantly. She just stands there, stunned. Her fluffy Volf ears droop down. So it really is an SS level nine-tailed fox. The system didn't lie to me. Han Xingqi form a pact with me. Zhao Feili, now in beast form, walks straight over to me from the platform, bringing a faint, fresh scent. She's got this pure, noble vibe, with two fluffy fox ears on her head, and a pure white tail wagging happily. You're for real? I'm stunned. I thought my bro was here to get me out of trouble. But what's up with forming a pact with me? SS Tier Nine-Tailed Celestial Fox. That template is super rare even across the country. Han Xingqi is just a bit taller and paler, and a little better looking than me. So why do both school beauties like him? All the students nearby are freaking out. Everyone's yelling in shock. Of course, I'm serious. What, Han Xingqi? You look down on me? Hearing that, Zhao Feili's eyes well up, her gorgeous face puffing up in annoyance. And she says angrily, how could I? Aren't we best bros? If we make a pact, you'll be my husband, you know? I scratch my head. I see you as a bro, and you want to be my wife? In the era of beastier girls, everyone's traditional belief is, you can only make a pact with one girl. A pact is just like getting married, so it's a big deal, not a game. And if you want to bond with someone else, you have to break your current pact first, which comes with a huge cost. Most people won't risk it. Zhao Feili sees me hesitating, so she quickly walks over, grabs onto my arm tightly, and secretly pinches my side. 360-degree spin. So cute but trying to act fierce. He growled, good bro. Do you really think men and women can just be friends? That was just a stalling tactic. Will you agree to the contract or not? If not, I'll make sure you die here. The pain made me gasp. I quickly agreed. Agreed to be Zhao Feili's partner. Only then did Zhao Feili let go. A blush crept up on his flawless face. Glad you know what's up. Go awaken your Beastmaster talent now. After you're done with awakening, we can officially form our contract. Zhao Feili didn't care what level I would awaken. He only knew. For 3 years of high school, the only one who never left him. The only real friend, bro and boyfriend was me. Just then, the principal arrived. The head teacher was there too. Zhao Feili, get a grip. You're the owner of an SS level template. You carry the country's hopes. It's your duty to fight magical beasts. You must form a contract with at least an SS-ranked Beastmaster. That's non-negotiable. Once the head teacher came, he immediately started, harshly criticizing Zhao Feili. And you, Han Xingqi, as a man you should be more mature. If you want a contract with Zhao Feili, your Beastmaster talent needs to be at least SN level. While the stubborn head teacher was still nagging, the principal cut him off. He kindly addressed me and Zhao Feili, saying contracts aren't a small matter. Both sides' parents must be informed. I suggest you take 2 days to think it over. Zhao Feili's tiger ears instantly drooped. Sadness flashed in his pretty eyes. He didn't want to give up on me. I quickly chimed in. I grew up in an orphanage. My agreement is enough. Our director respects my choice. I stood firm. As long as Zhao Feili wants to form a contract with me, nothing else matters. The head teacher looked stern. He started to scold me. Han Xingqi, you topped the class in academics. How could you pick up the habits of bad students? Daring to defy the principal? Drop this idea right now. Hearing this, Zhao Feili instantly got angry. Stubborn old man. This is Han Xingqi's own choice. You have no right to interfere. The head teacher was stunned. This was the first time someone openly stood up to him, especially Zhao Feili. What did you just call me? Zhao Feili stroked his ears. Stubborn old man. Sorry, just slipped out. The head teacher snorted coldly. Anyway, you can't rush this contract. With your template level, this is a national issue. The principal came over to me and put his arm around my shoulder. Don't be impulsive, Han Xingqi. Take a few days to think. Wait until Zhao Feili's parents agree. I'll make sure they approve. The head teacher snorted again. Next, Han Xingqi, get ready to awaken. The instructor by the awakening platform called out. My ex-girlfriend Su Mengshu saw even the principal blocked my contract, and Zhao Feili secretly felt pleased. Han Xingqi, you really think someone's got your back? You don't even know your place. Trash belongs with trash. Other students also thought. I had no hope of contracting with Xiao Feili. Everyone envied me just now. But now they're mocking me. School's top beauty with Han Xingqi? Not happening. She belongs to everyone. I have a feeling. Han Xingqi will probably only awaken a level talent. He might be doing okay in the Menyuan base. But making a contract with Zhao Feili? Sorry, he's not worthy. Looking at that cool figure under the platform, Zhao Feili in beast ear form clenched his fists. Eyes filled with worry. Even his foxtail stiffened up. As I started awakening, the system panel lit up. Divine Beastmaster. While awakening, the sky above Menyuan base darkened. Mystic purple energy drifted in from the east. It covered thousands of miles. A 5-clawed golden dragon swam through the purple aura. A war tiger danced in the light. A phoenix soared in the purple clouds. A kumping swooped down from the sky, as if to swallow the whole city. 9-tailed celestial fox, glutton, divine tortoise, xuanwo, lucky killen, phoenix and other mythical beasts appeared. Above my head, mysterious music echoed, and magical flowers began to bloom. This scene was at least 10 times grander than Zhao Feili's awakening. With the arrival of purple energy from the east, countless divine beasts appeared. The giant awakening platform broadcasted loudly. Han Xingqi, SSS class Beastmaster. The cosmic vision and announcement shocked everyone there. Principal, head teacher, even the students were stunned. Zhao Feili's worries vanished. He cheered up instantly. Stubborn old man. Think Han Xingqi and I can form a contract now? The head teacher listened in shock, hearing my awakening report. An SS class Beastmaster? No way. The principal grinned and came closer. Who said you can't? If anyone stops you, I'll break their legs. Hearing that, the students looked down on the head teacher. He could feel their disapproval. The head teacher glared. Class, do you think Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili can form a contract? The answer came quick, of course. SS for SSS. A perfect match. They're made for each other. Attitudes had totally changed. Everyone acted like it was obvious. Only Su Mengshu stood frozen. She watched me walk down from the stage, and her eyes went wide. She kept muttering, SS-level Beastmaster talent. Impossible. That's the trash Su Mengshu tossed away. She couldn't accept this. She gave up her boyfriend with SSS talent. From now on, everyone will think she has no taste. Those 3 years together, if I just apologize, Han Xingqi will forgive me for sure and sign a contract with me. As I walked into the awakening area, Su Mengshu's round face came running over. She grabbed my arm. Han Xingqi. I was just joking before. Let's go shopping after school. I pulled my arm away and stepped back. You regret it now, but it's too late. Su Mengshu shuddered. She couldn't believe I said that. You're joking, right? Aren't you, Su Mengshu? Please let go of Han Xingqi. A cute figure bounced over and easily pushed Su Mengshu away. She snuggled up next to me like claiming her spot. Han Xingqi is my boyfriend, Zhao Feili's. That's my contractor. Su Menxuan looks at Zhao Feili with her super long legs, then glances at her own chubby short legs. He can't believe he's actually feeling insecure. No more chances now. It's beyond recovery. I'm the one who pushed Han Xingqi towards Zhao Feili, right next to this perfect, long-legged goddess. Now he regrets it so much. He grabs his hair, almost losing it. It's like missing a winning lottery ticket worth millions. Right after, I formed a contract with Zhao Feili on the spot. I became the summoner of the 9-tailed heavenly fox. We instantly felt like we fused into one. Divine Beastmaster system. Host, Han Xingqi. Contract template, SS level. 9-tailed heavenly fox, not yet ranked. Summoned beast, 9-tailed heavenly fox, humanoid. Innate skill, divine charm fire. Forcefully confuses enemies' minds, causing chaos for a certain period of time. Area skill, divine scheme, forcefully alters thoughts. Makes enemies switch their target. Single target skill, beast evolution function. From 1 to 100 tails. Evolving to 2 tails, Summoned beast's life permanently increases and randomly awakens a concept talent skill. Mission function unlocks after host encounters events. System releases missions. Complete missions to gain evolution points and rare items. After the awakening platform restarts, all 9 classes have finished awakening, taking 2 hours. Right now, Zhao Feili changes back from Beast Ear's girl to human form. The principal calls in the 8 or 9 students with top talent, who have confirmed their contracts, and gathers them at his office villa. In the first floor office, me, Zhao Feili, and the other 9 sit down. Among us, Zhao Feili and I have SS level talent as Beastmasters. Su Menxuan is S level, plus 6 with level 1 Beastmaster talent, and a girl awakened to level 1 Fierce Beast template. 3 pairs with level 1 Beastmaster talent, introducing their awakening templates to each other. When everyone looks at me with admiration, they then turn to Zhao Feili. But upon seeing the scar on Zhao Feili's right cheek, that runs from forehead to chin, their looks change, showing surprise and scorn. I gently pat Zhao Feili's hand, quietly reassuring him, "Don't be afraid. We'll find a way to fix the scar someday." Zhao Feili's hand hanging at his side slowly clenches, looking a bit better, but still keeps his head down, unable to hide his lack of confidence. Su Menxuan, off to the side, looks down, and her lips curve with a barely visible sneer. Then the principal walks in carrying a suitcase into the office, with a bald young man behind him. Standing before us, the principal slowly introduces him. This is Lu Chun, a dropout from Mengyuan Academy, an S-level Beastmaster.
He's now reached the 2nd-tier realm.
His contractor died unexpectedly offline, so he's planning to retake the college entrance exam. Everyone starts clapping in welcome on hearing this. The bald Lu Chun scans the room, his gaze lingering on the girls, especially interested in the SS-level template girl. When he learns the SS-level Fierce Beast template belongs to Zhao Feili, and that they've already contracted with me, he looks again at the scar on Zhao Feili's face, and his smile freezes. Then he sits beside Su Menxuan straight away, and they start whispering. The principal looks around at everyone, and his expression turns serious. Our Mengyuan base has come in dead last in the talent contest college entrance exam, 10 years in a row. So the school decided to start a college prep training camp, just to train excellent students like you. Our goal is clear, to get out of last place. Even taking second last would be a win. After the principal says this, everyone looks pretty doubtful, and quietly starts discussing. The principal notices this, and continues, "Don't worry. This year, High School No. 1 and No. 3 also have S-level templates and talents awakened. After the school meeting, I'm now naming Han Xinqi as team captain of the camp, and Zhao Feili as vice captain." The 3 teams and their contractors exchange looks, then all nod in agreement. But at that moment, the bald Lu Chun suddenly stands to object. "I agree. Su Menxuan already agreed to contract with me. I'm now a 2nd-tier Beastmaster. This team should have me and Su Menxuan as the real top members. So I suggest after meeting up at camp tomorrow, we make our summoned beasts duel. The winner becomes team captain." As soon as he finishes, I suddenly hear the system prompt in my head. Event encountered. Mission triggered. Defeat Lu Chun's Tier 2 Wolf King, and take captain of Team No. 3. Mission reward. Rare beauty pill plus 100 evolution points. Beauty pill restores your looks to perfection. Evolution points used for summoned beast upgrades. Accept the mission? No penalty for declining. Also no penalty for failing. I stand there, thinking fast. Beauty pill? That would totally fix Zhao Feili's facial scar, helping her get her perfect looks back. Thinking about it, I feel a wave of excitement. I really need that pill right now. So I accept the mission immediately in my mind. 100 evolution points can raise a summoned beast's form by a whole tier. That's a huge advantage. I quietly pull up the system panel and check the summoned beast upgrade feature. Summoned beast upgrade function. One tail costs 100 evolution points. Tier 2 form intro. Summoned beast's life permanently increases by 1. Randomly awakens. A concept type talent skill. Another life, another concept type talent skill. like a 100% chance of catching a blade barehanded, or 100% chance of being caught barehanded. Spear of fate, 100% hit, and lies become reality as spoken. Or full-on jinx-type skills. I take a deep breath and slowly stand up, looking right at the bald Lu Jun, and say loudly, "Principal." I accept his suggestion. The principal looks at me and nods. "All right, that's settled then. Han Xinqi, you're not at tier yet. Tomorrow's match. Just try your best." Lu Chen raises his hand slowly and claps lazily, with a mocking, scornful tone. "You know it's a trap, and you still want to dive in. Not sure if you're blindly confident or just plain stupid. Honestly, I kinda admire your guts. Hope you don't embarrass yourself too much tomorrow and lose your confidence." Lu Chan looks totally confident. He knows he's a second-tier beastmaster now, and the level gap is obvious. Even if Xiao Feili and I summon the SSS class beast, we can't close the gap. Off to the side, Su Menshuan sees this and suddenly turns proud again. Lu Chen's strength gives her confidence. That's also why she agreed to contract with Lu Chen in the first place. Next, the principal opens the suitcase and starts giving out rewards for top awakenings. S-level talents get 3 tier 1 beast crystals each. SS-level talents get 9 tier 1 beast crystals each. Everyone goes up to get their prizes. Just before we leave the office, the principal reminds us again, there's a lot of training resources in camp. Whoever does better gets more resources. Leaving the principal's office villa, while walking down the street, Xiao Feili pulls out something from her bag. It's a half-face fox mask. Puts it on, covering that nasty scar. Xiao Feili turns to me and softly asks, "Han Xinqi, where do you want to go tonight?" "Back to the orphanage. Kingya, honey." Xiao Feili quietly shakes her head. "No. If not, where do I want to go?" Xiao Feili presses her lips together and says nothing. "How about the little woods?" Xiao Feili still shakes her head. "Summon beast in?" But she still gently shakes her head. "Then just where do I want to go?" "How about you suggest a place? Let's see if we think of the same spot." Xiao Feili suddenly looks up and smiles sweetly. "Let's go to my house." I reflexively smack my hands and blurt out, "Wow, what a coincidence. I want to go too." Right in the middle of talking, I suddenly snapped back to reality. I froze on the spot. "I want to go to your place." Xiao Feili didn't give me a choice. She grabbed my hand and started running toward her house. "Yeah, we already made a contract. Why live apart now? Plus, we need to absorb crystal cores and train. Might as well take you to meet my parents. Listen, my dad may seem strict, but he'll definitely accept you." She pulled me along as we ran forward, and I couldn't help feeling a bit nervous. I suddenly had no idea what to say. Xiao Feili noticed my tense expression out of the corner of her eye, and her gaze flickered with a hint of something strange. I looked at her face, my heart racing even more. We passed a convenience store on the street. I pulled out the 129.5 yuan a classmate returned to me earlier. Bought a bottle of wine for 99 yuan. Clutching the bottle, I followed Xiao Feili straight into her house. When I saw her dad for the first time, my eyes widened in shock. I blurted out without thinking, "Director, why is it you?" Zhao Kik burst out laughing at me. "Han Xinqi. Surprised, huh? Ah." That's when I realized. The grade director's name was Zhao Kik. He was actually Zhao Feili's biological father. No wonder earlier at school, he kept using patriotism to convince Zhao Feili. Turns out they were always family. All the questions I had before suddenly made sense. I quickly stepped forward, looking eagerly at Zhao Kik. "Director, I've already made a contract with Kingya." Zhao Kik let out a hearty laugh. "At home." She wasn't stubborn like at school at all. "I approve. You're an SS class beast tamer. Your talent is worthy of my daughter. You grew up in an orphanage. I personally trained you to be top of the grade. These 3 years with Kingya, I've seen everything. From now on, call me father-in-law." "Father-in-law, I brought this wine for you." Once everything clicked, I actually started to relax. Secretly, I thought about how Zhao Kik had been running hell training for the awakening class these last 2 years. Probably has to do with that old injury on Zhao Feili's face. He just wants every student to learn how to face magical beasts, how to fight, how to escape. how to adapt to anything. Only this way, the students won't get hurt as much. At this moment, Zhao Kik felt especially admirable in my eyes. I looked at him with newfound respect. Zhao Kik pretended to wave my hand away and said, "You didn't need to bring anything. How come you even brought a gift? You're just a student. How much money do you have?" No need, no need. He kept saying no, but gave me a look to put the wine in the cabinet nearby. One immediately placed the bottle there. Zhao Kik looked at that wine in the cabinet, smiling even bigger, still saying polite things. "You really didn't have to. That bottle must have cost over 100, right? Take it back with you when you leave tomorrow." I watched him turn around and put 3 locks on the cabinet. I was speechless, kept telling me to take it back, but locked the cabinet tight, totally saying one thing and meaning another. Half an hour later, we finished dinner as a family, except for Zhao Kik and his wife's room. Every other room in the house was lit up with festive red lights. Zhao Kik pushed me straight into Zhao Fili's room, and Zhao Fili was sent into the bathroom by her mom Yan Qingqing, who tossed her a simple red outfit. Zhao Fili picked up the clothes and saw. She was stunned. "How is this regular clothing?" It was clearly a red wedding dress. Next to it was a red wedding veil folded up. Zhao Fili looked at the dress in her hands, completely confused. No idea what her mom was thinking. Another half hour passed. Zhao Fili came out of the bathroom in a red wedding dress, face full of confusion. As soon as she entered the living room, her parents dragged her over. Yan Qingqing looked at her daughter and smiled, asking, "What do you want to do tonight?" Zhao Fili blurted out, "Sleep, of course." Yan Qingqing shook her head, "Nope. If not you, then what do I want to do?" "Level up, practice." Zhao Fili was totally confused, still not getting it. No, think again. What do you want to do?" "Summon the 9-tailed heavenly fox with Han Xingqi." Yan Qingqing's eyes lit up. "That's really close. Think again." Zhao Fili looked down at the red wedding dress she was wearing, her cheeks instantly turning red. Suddenly it hit her. "Oh, I want to consummate the marriage." Yan Qingqing laughed so hard she couldn't stop, nodded over and over. "Can't believe you won that. We were thinking the same thing." As soon as she finished, Yan Qingqing shoved Zhao Fili straight into her bridal room, closing the door behind her. In the Shanyang era, forming a contract was as good as getting married. No need for a big wedding. Today is your wedding day. Enjoy this time while you can. It won't be this chill once exams are over. Back when Zhao Kik and I, just then there was a loud clang. Yan Qingqing locked the door from outside, then tossed the key into the toilet and flushed it and washed it away. Zhao Kik just stood there, watching his wife's moves, frowning a bit. "Isn't this a little fast?" Yan Qingqing instantly turned around, gave him a glare. "It's going to happen sooner or later." "What, you trying to break them up?" Zhao Kik hardly waved his hands, all that strictness gone from his face. "No way." He scratched his head, grinning. "Hey, let me tell you. When Han Xingqi awakened her beast tamer powers, the visions were insane. Purple light covered the whole No3 high school, and tons of mystical beast shadows appeared. I was in the library at the time, and it just turned dark all of a sudden. I stepped outside to look, and it was jaw-dropping." Meanwhile, back in the festive bridal room, Zhao Fili, wearing the red veil, sat quietly at the table, looking shy. She didn't move at all. I slowly walked closer, about to lift the veil, but Zhao Fili gently stopped me. "Wait, I don't want to face you like this." As soon as she finished, her whole aura shifted, and she switched back to her beast girl form. She suddenly looked so noble and pure. 9 fluffy foxtails stretched out behind the chair, shyly swaying a little. After she finished, she finally nodded, letting me lift the veil. That scar on Zhao Fili's face was like an unbridgeable gap in her heart, especially after forming a pact with me. He started caring more about his looks. I saw all his carefulness and insecurity. I took it all in, and silently kept that heartache inside, just waiting to win tomorrow's match, and get the beauty pill, so I can help him erase that scar for good. After an exhausting night, 6 a.m. the next morning, Zhao Fili woke me up. He'd already returned to human form. "Han Xingqi, wake up. It's time to train." Don't forget you've got that match with the ball guy today. His gentle wake-up call slowly shook me awake. Then we took out the principal's reward. 9 Tier 1 magical beast cores. We exchanged glances and immediately activated the power of our pact. Summoned the 9-tailed celestial fox. With a swish, a surge of supreme aura filled the small bedroom. Shimmering, dreamy colors appeared. A holy, noble, mysterious white spirit fox, like something right out of an anime, stood there, alive, on the floor. Zhao Feili and I slowly faded away, and both merged into the celestial fox, within the body of its single-tailed holy white fox form. In the mirror's reflection, you could see those deep, starry eyes, so beautiful and full of wisdom. 2 little blood-sucking mosquitoes in the mist saw this. Their eyes lit up, and they excitedly rushed over to suck blood. Divine turncoat, forcefully planting thoughts, making an enemy change targets. Single target skill triggered instantly, just as the white fox's magical eyes flashed. One mosquito suddenly froze, then lifted its sharp mouth and stabbed it into the other mosquito. The other mosquito didn't see it coming at all and got stabbed right on the spot. The attacking mosquito seemed to awaken hidden power, attacking 10 times faster, drained its body dry in seconds. Then its belly puffed up and exploded. Both mosquitoes died. Zhao Feili and I had wanted to deal with those pesky mosquitoes for a while, but we had our hands full yesterday and didn't bother. Finally got rid of them today. Inside the white fox's consciousness, I couldn't help but chuckle. Zhao Feili's cheeks turned red. He softly urged me to stop playing around and hurry up, absorb those beast cores. Then, under my control, the holy white fox picked up a beast core and tossed it in its mouth, crunched it up, swallowed it all down. We'd learned improved magical beast cultivation at school, but before I could even start the technique, pure energy surged up from my stomach, spreading through my whole body instantly. With a soft pop, I could clearly feel my strength rise. 9-tailed celestial fox, single-tailed white fox form, Tier 1 stage, SS class template. Honestly, it's terrifying. Looking at the system panel only I could see. I couldn't help but be impressed. Then we tossed back the remaining 8 beast cores, crunching and swallowing each one. They were crispy, like potato chips. Zhao Feili really loved that feeling too. While my energy is still high, let's practice together. A few minutes later, stop the technique. Withdraw. Summon beast form, 9-tailed celestial fox, first tail, white fox. Stage 1, mid-phase, afternoon. Backyard of the 3rd Academy Principal's Villa. Yesterday, all 10 students from the Awakening class gathered, including me, Zhao Feili. The principal brought 5 contract teams. He started showing off the backyard scenery on purpose. The 100-square-meter backyard walls were covered in gorgeous, enchanting flowers. On the main trunk of the lingi grew clusters of crystal-clear spirit fruit. In the courtyard, the fresh aroma lingered in the air. The students all took a deep breath, feeling completely refreshed. The spirit fruits hanging above glowed with tempting charm, drawing people closer. The principal watched lovingly and carefully tended to the branches and leaves, letting the spirit fruit soak in sunlight. This is a rare lingi demon fruit, a special strange magical plant that's beautiful but dangerous. Bald-headed youth Lu Chun was full of awe. This type of spirit plant can only be grown with Grandmaster Beast Heart Blood. Only then will it sprout and grow, break the ground and thrive. Looking at the thriving demon fruit, the principal nodded with satisfaction and said, 2 years ago, a beast attacked the 3rd high school. I struggled with everything I had to finally slay a Grandmaster class beast. And ever since my foundation was damaged, my level gradually fell. This demon fruit was nurtured by that Grandmaster Beast's heart blood. That's why it's grown so well. It has blossomed and borne fruit. It means a lot to me. In this fragrant courtyard, every contract pair felt emotional. They cuddled close with their partners. I put my arm around Zhao Feili, who's wearing a half-fox mask, and whispered softly, "If we get the chance, let's grow one together too. We'll raise it slowly." Zhao Feili's eyes were full of hope. She kept nodding gently. Sure, the principal saw the harmony before him and was clearly pleased.
He thought this class of contract holders was a perfect match.
But when his eyes turned to the balding student Lu Chun, he couldn't help but frown. He saw Lu Chun try to grab Su Mengshuan's hand, but she deliberately dodged him. They stood at least a meter apart, and Lu Chun forced a fake smile. Inside, he felt a little bitter. For the first time ever, he doubted his own looks. Is my shiny head not stylish enough? Isn't my edgy look cool enough? Back at his old academy, he always turned heads around campus. A lot of campus goddesses said his hairstyle was hot. He had a unique vibe. Since he couldn't figure it out, Lu Chun distracted himself and turned to me. He spoke up proudly. Han Xingqi, just like we agreed yesterday. Today we're going head to head. A real man knows when to back down. If you admit defeat now, at least I'd see you as a real guy. Don't wait till you lose too badly and can't recover. I looked at him with total disdain and replied flatly, a fight is a fight. Quit all the nonsense. You think bragging makes you tough? Principal, you'll be the judge. Let's start the match now. Off to the side, Su Mengshuan sneered. What a clueless idiot. The principal gave a slight nod. Fine, the yard is a few hundred square meters. Plenty of space for you. Have your duel right here. Lu Chun, you're already at tier 2. Han Xingqi might have just reached tier 1. Remember, take it easy. Don't cause any harm. As his voice faded, bald-headed Lu Chun and Su Mengshuan activated their contract power together and summoned the S-class template Wolf King. A low howl rang out, chilling and fierce. A wave of wild aggression filled the air. Lu Chun and Su Mengshuan vanished at the same time. A black-furred beast with a cold, steely glow stood in the center. The 2-meter-tall Wolf King was a symbol of the hunt and dominance. Standing strong on all fours, its presence was wild and intimidating. So much that even the air rippled and shook. Zhao Feili and I focused together, summoning our contract power. We called out the SS class template, Nine-tailed Celestial Fox. A dazzling phenomenon suddenly appeared. A white fox, pure and sacred, showed up slowly across from the black Wolf. The 2-meter-tall Wolf King looked down on the half-meter-tall white fox, its eyes full of scorn. It attacked at once, moving fast as lightning. It sprinted at the little fox. Tier 1 peak Wolf King versus Tier 1 mid-white fox. Innate skill, Shadow Dash. Its speed increased more than 4 times. The black Wolf flashed, leaving afterimages behind. The speed was insane. Everyone who saw it thought the winner was already clear. But in the white fox's eyes, it was as if she had dynamic vision. The Wolf's charge was crystal clear. Every move, every step was obvious. Divine charm forces the enemy into a confused state. The white fox's deep, starry eyes suddenly glowed. The black Wolf was caught off guard. Its eyes lost focus. It looked lost and dazed. Using its high-speed movement, it dashed past the white fox and crashed hard into the wall dozens of meters away. Nearby, level contract holders were stunned. They all started whispering, "What's wrong with this Wolf? Got bad eyesight. It can't attack unless it's standing still. Is this some new weird move?" The principal, who knew a bit about beast skills, was shocked too. He said it's not a move. The black Wolf got hit and is under a charm skill. The battle kept going. I controlled the white fox, making its eyes flash again. That mysterious ray hit the black Wolf dead on. The confusion in the Wolf's mind vanished in an instant. It lunged beside the wall and started madly biting and clawing at everything around. Without even noticing, it thought the Moro fruit branches were the white fox, attacking with full force. Lu Chun and Su Mengshuan sat in the back, watching all this, feeling smug. When I saw this, I had an idea. I used the Shadow Dash skill right away, pushed it to max power, and boosted my speed 6 times over. Guided by the skill's aura, the black Wolf went even wilder, destroying the Moro plant. The principal watched his precious spirit plant get wrecked. His face changed instantly. He snapped at Lu Chun. "What, did a donkey kick your head? Are you trying to get yourself killed?" All the contract holders on site were shocked by the black Wolf's weird behavior. They had no idea why it was so wild and out of control. Right then, the rampaged Moro fruit. The color gradually turned pitch black. It slowly released a thick toxin. Flexible branches quickly coiled upward. They tightly wrapped around the black Wolf and kept squeezing tighter. The black Wolf let out a chilling, miserable scream. It suffered for a full 2 minutes. Only then did the principal step in. He yanked him out from the branches. A minute later, Lu Chun and Su Minxuan were totally drained. They collapsed to the ground, panting hard. We give up. Han Xinqi, I'm really not as good as you. Lu Chun looked resigned. Su Minxuan looked even more defeated. She never imagined she'd actually lose. He pointed at me in disbelief. How long have you been awakened? And you already reached first rank peak? The other trainees around us also sighed. They hit first rank peak in just one day. That's insane. That's too much. Lu Chun couldn't help but question. No way, even with SS rank talent. It's impossible to hit first rank peak in a day. The principal thought for a moment, then gave his guess. The real level of Han Xinqi and Zhao Feili now should be just mid-first rank. They used the power of the SS White Fox talent to suppress a first-rank peak opponent. Volve King Lu Chun heard this and felt his blood boiling with anger. He coughed up blood on the spot. It took him himself, from beginner to mid-first rank, a month or two. The comparison was just too hard to accept. An hour of rest later, Zhao Feili and I, as team leaders, led the 12-person Sangao team onto the steel train heading to the college entrance training camp. The train had 3 cars, each for No. 1, No. 2, and No. 3 high schools. The best students from all 3 schools. The Shanyang era still kept some modern features, and the train was one of them. Contact mission completed. Host, please claim your reward. Reward claimed successfully. 100 evolution points. The beauty pill has been put in your portable storage. I pulled Zhao Feili into the train's restroom and locked the door. In the tiny space, I pinned her against the wall. Zhao Feili's face instantly turned bright red. I gently lifted her chin and quietly asked, what counts as not crossing the line? Zhao Feili nodded instinctively, then hurriedly shook her head. Finally, her ears turned so red from embarrassment. She whispered, whatever you want. I took out the beauty pill and had Zhao Feili take it. The pill's gentle power spread inside her instantly. I reached up and removed the half-fox mask from her face, pulled her to face the mirror. The sight in the mirror left Zhao Feili stunned. That scary long scar on her right cheek started to fade and peel away. Her whole face became flawless. Her skin was even clearer and fairer. Her hair was shiny and jet black. Her eyes looked bright and lively. Zhao Feili's eyes turned red with emotion. She rushed straight into my arms, gave me a quick kiss on the cheek. Don't mess around. Meanwhile, in the train car, the principal made them drink 2 bottles of nutrient solution. Lu Cheng and Su Minxuan recovered. They faced the train administrator, clearly annoyed. We need to use the restroom. Why won't you let us leave our seats? The train staff looked blank, stared coldly at them. There's someone in the restroom. Only 2 can leave their seats at a time. Please wait a little. The person inside will come out soon. Lu Cheng held back his anger, quietly comforted Su Mingshu, who really had to go. Half an hour later, the steel train arrived smoothly, safely reached the youth training camp. Zhao Feili and I finally came out of the restroom. Su Minxuan rushed in right away, locked the restroom door tight from inside. Lu Cheng just couldn't hold it anymore, so he had to run under a big tree far away. Then students from No. 2 and No. 1 High saw Lu Cheng running toward the woods, started pointing and whispering, talking non-stop. I took Zhao Feili's hand, led the group off the train slowly. All eyes instantly turned toward us. Everyone stared at Zhao Feili, couldn't help but gasp in awe, calling her a stunning beauty. Her vibe was out of this world. The boys from No. 1 High couldn't help but sigh. Even some proud girls gave their boyfriends a little reminder about who's boss. Damn, who's pinching me? Turns out it was his girlfriend. Alright, my bad. That hurts. I won't do it again. Seriously, I won't. A tall, muscular boy from No. 1 High left his contract girlfriend behind, walked straight up to Zhao Feili, reached out with a friendly smile. Hey, I'm Yilu from No. 1 High and S-level Tiger 500. Nice to meet you. Zhao Feili completely ignored him, just held onto my arm affectionately. He's my contract partner. Han Xinqi. Yilu's smile froze up. His eyes darkened a bit. He tried to stay calm after putting down his hand. It's okay, you'll remember me later. He sounded stubborn and unwilling. Just then, a graceful figure walked up, stepped right in front of Yilu, looked at the contract girl he left behind, full of contempt. As a contract partner, he actually ditched his girlfriend to hit on another girl. That's pretty rude. Yilu looked embarrassed, had to quietly walk back to his girlfriend. The girl then turned to me and Zhao Feilin, smiled politely and greeted us. I'm Nangong Hanlu, sea-level dragon template. Her features were absolutely beautiful. Skin looked flawless. Her vibe was remarkable. Tall, about 5'7", wearing a purple ancient robe. Elegant and unique. Her presence was incredible. Her curves were especially eye-catching. Hi, I'm Han Shinki. And this is Zhao Feili. I secretly checked her out. Her looks were just as good as Zhao Feili's. Honestly, her figure and vibe might be even better. I was full of confusion inside. She's only a sea-level dragon template. Yet she made it into the youth training camp's top team. Nangong Hanlu smiled. Sounded excited. I've known about you for a while. You awakened with a purple aura stretching over 10,000 miles, as Han Xingzi, plus Zhao Feili, the SS level 9-tailed fox template. Your names are famous all over the city. You're really impressive. You're amazing too. I couldn't help but glance at her figure, feeling quietly amazed. Right then, the top students from Note 1 and Note 2 High gathered, talking away with each other. Some discussed the incredible purple aura when I awakened. Others talked about Nangong Hanlu's awe-inspiring awakening phenomenon. But they were still curious. She's only a sea-level dragon template, yet ranks among the top prodigies. I sensed something was off. Quietly used the system to scan Nangong Hanlu's info. Turns out she's actually the SS level golden dragon template. Her template's abilities are incomplete. She couldn't absorb enough power during awakening. Her crystal template is sealed. No contract partner yet. I was shocked. She's just like Zhao Feili, an SS level 5-clawed golden dragon. But her template is sealed. And she still doesn't have a contract. Zhao Feili noticed me staring at Nangong Hanlu. She instantly reminded me about her place in the family. Pinched my waist softly. I couldn't help but cry out from pain. Zhao Feili bit her lip, jealous. Is she pretty? Really? Pretty? I chuckled and explained, thought to myself. I was actually checking her system panel. Zhao Feili got mad and turned away, pouting and looking down. She could even see the tops of her feet. Nangong Hanlu watched us play around, found it really cozy and funny, quietly noted my habit of sneaking glances at pretty girls, then walked back to the Note 1 High team. Han Shinki, since Nangong Hanlu showed up, has already secretly glanced at her 6 times. His longest stare lasted 10 seconds. Nangong Hanlu remembered these details silently. Then, led by the 3 team captains, all the prodigies walked toward the youth camp gates. On both sides of the entrance stood 2 rows of soldiers in uniform, welcoming. Suddenly, Yilu ran quickly to the head of the welcoming team, whispered something in his ear. The captain listened, then nodded and bowed. He even glanced over at me, just as everyone was about to enter the youth camp. The welcoming soldiers stopped us at the door. Everyone looked confused. The captain scanned the crowd, spoke in a deep voice. You are all the city's key talents. To enter the youth camp, you must first pass my challenge. Each of the 3 high school teams, if each team leader, can last 1 minute against me at full power in Phase 1, without losing, then your whole team passes. If not, tonight you all have to camp outside. If you pass, everyone gets a Phase 1 beast crystal. Now, leaders step forward. The Note 3 high leader is me and Zhao Feili. The Note 2 high leader is a fat guy and a thin guy. The Note 1 high leader is Nangong Hanlu. But she still has no contract partner. Nangong Hanlu cheerfully addressed the captain. Sighed, reporting to you, sir. I don't have a contract partner, but hope you can let all 3 teams in. I'll pay you 36 Phase 1 crystals myself. The welcoming team's captain reacted to what was said. His pupils suddenly tightened. The vice captain next to him lowered his voice. He whispered that she's the daughter of the city lord, a grandmaster. Nangong Hanlu. The captain instantly gasped for air. Right then, a system notification suddenly sounded in my mind. Detected. Host triggered a new exclusive event mission. Mission officially activated. Defeat the first tier welcoming captain. Reward, 100 evolution points. Rule fragment crystal. Can fix defects in your personal template rules. Accept the mission? No penalty for declining. No penalty for failing. I was stunned inside. Rule crystal? It can actually lift Nangong Hanlu's template seal. That's the SS level 5 Claude Golden Dragon template. It's priceless. I stopped hesitating. Immediately confirmed to accept the mission in my mind. Congratulations, mission accepted successfully. I started planning. Once I get those 100 evolution points, I can upgrade my summon beast, the white fox form, adds one more life limit. Can also unlock new conceptual talents. Super tempting. Summon beast form upgrade feature. 9-tailed heavenly fox. One tail needs 100 evolution points. Evolution points owned. 100. I used up all 100 evolution points immediately. System panel. 9-tailed heavenly fox upgraded to 2 tails, now needs 200 evolution points. Right at the moment of completing the advancement, both Zhao Feili and I sensed it simultaneously. A mysterious insight surged in our minds. New talent skill unlocked. Divine charm upgraded to a group skill. Can cause widespread short-term confusion in enemy minds. Divine defection still targets a single enemy. Can forcibly instill thoughts. Stealthily alter enemy secrets. Change attack targets. Unlocked one more conceptual talent. Absolute true damage. Any physical attack ignores all defenses. Deals real damage directly. My eyes lit up. I was deeply amazed. This absolute true damage is absolutely insane. No matter how great the opponent's divine gear is, absolute true damage makes them useless. Even SS level templates with their own defense skills still gets ignored completely. Even if they're tough and have a lot of HP, they still can't resist true damage. I'm really looking forward to the next showdown with the welcome team captain. Sir, let me challenge you. As I was checking my commands and learning new skills, 2 leaders from Second High already stepped up. They shouted at the welcome team captain, fired up and ready to fight. The welcome team captain looked at them and nodded slightly. Then, his gaze landed on the standout, Nangong Hanlu. He smiled and said, "You don't need to take the test. Since you don't have a contract partner, your first high team is exempt from this trial." They're obviously making it easy for them in front of everyone. The muscle boy from First High had a slight smirk the whole way. He snuck a glance at me, with a barely concealed look of pride in his eyes. Right after that, the 2 Second High leaders activated their contract power at the same time and summoned a devil butterfly. The devil butterfly gave off a creepy vibe. Its aura was oppressive, making the place feel like a chilling graveyard. Everyone murmured in awe. It turned out to be a spiritual type summon just reaching Tier 1. The devil butterfly welcome team vice captain joined the fight. They both triggered their contract summons together. A few muffled thuds later, a massive gorilla covered with silver-white fur suddenly appeared in the center. The giant gorilla was pounding itself non-stop, its chest booming with loud thumps. The welcome team captain purposely set his own level to early Tier 1 only. Be careful before he even finished. The silver gorilla grabbed a huge rock nearby and hurled it straight at the devil butterfly. The devil butterfly quickly flapped its wings to dodge and instantly used its talent skill, Ghostly Howl. Invisible waves spread out, forcing the enemy's mind to weaken, messing with their thoughts, lowering their fighting power. Everyone on site felt like they were right in it, hearing ghostly whispers in their ears and eerie wolf cries. It made people's skin crawl, giving everyone goosebumps. The devil butterfly flipped its wings lightly, but couldn't fully dodge the rock. Its tail got scraped by the rock, and it fell to the ground, shaken, forced out of its summon form. The 2 leaders returned to human shape. The Second High crowd was shocked. Unbelievable at what they just saw. Their S-level devil butterfly couldn't even last a hit. The 2 Second High captains were dazed, totally stunned. Just like that, they lost. Nangong Hanlu seemed to have predicted it, her face steady and calm. Then she curiously looked at me. Han Shinki has an SS level 9-tailed celestial fox template. Should be able to survive a minute, right? The Peru guy was full of excitement, waiting to see me fail in front of everyone. The silver gorilla suddenly spoke like a human. Turns out the welcome team captain's using this form to taunt me. Losers, you're all losers. The base invests tons of resources just for useless trash like you. And you still call yourselves geniuses? Totally weak. Honestly, you should just leave the boot camp. No need to waste training resources. Even an S-level summon beast can't beat my A-level template. Really embarrassing. Second high captains blushed with anger. All contract holders stared, furious, full of resentment but couldn't do anything. With their lack of battle experience, they stood no chance against the veteran welcome team captain. The whole place felt crushed. Everyone was helpless. I spoke loudly. They can't do it. I'll defeat you. I took Xiaofili's hand, walked to the big rock where the devil butterfly got knocked down, focused and activated my contract power, and started the summoning ceremony. A bright, mysterious light show appeared suddenly. A dreamy shadow slowly formed out of nowhere, like it was pulled out of another dimension. Nine-tailed celestial fox, the pure white fox kinging in its one-tailed form, landed atop the big rock, surrounded by a powerful, mysterious aura, making everyone feel mentally cleansed. The students watching were all amazed. So that's the SS level summon beast. The aura is just insane. This nine-tailed fox is so gorgeous. The snowy fur makes me want to pet it. But it looks so slim. Doesn't seem that tough an attack. Nangong Hanlu was super curious, checking out the white fox, mumbling softly. This is the SS level nine-tailed fox. Pretty cool, actually. The silver gorilla thought. Finally, your turn to make a move. The city defense chief's son specially told me to use this chance to teach Han Shinki a lesson. Even if he's got an SS level template, I can't really hurt him badly. But making him suffer a bit is totally fine. Everyone knows. The city defense pavilion is the top military authority in every base city. The chief is equal to the city lord in status. With a loud crash, the silver gorilla suddenly jumped up, turning into a giant dark shadow, following a trajectory like a parabola, and went straight for the white fox on the rock. The pure white fox dodged easily thanks to its natural dynamic vision, sidestepping nimbly, and avoided the heavy hit with ease. The gorilla slammed hard into the ground, making a shallow crater. The fox's eyes turned cold, quietly activated its group talent, God's charm, casting an invisible mental wave, aimed right at the gorilla. The gorilla's wild aura instantly stilled. Its mind fell into chaos. Eyes glazed, lost, just standing there, spaced out. Where am I? Who am I? What am I supposed to do? This white fox looks so pretty. What if I sit down right here? Maybe there are two groups of welcome soldiers around. Can I just punch them all down? Can I flatten them all? A bunch of people are watching me. If I throw a rock at them, will I knock them out? Now's the time. I focused, activated my new talent, absolute true damage. This skill makes every physical attack, ignore all defenses, and delivers pure true damage 100%. You like throwing rocks to hurt people, right? Today you'll see how getting hit by a rock feels. The pure white fox, as everyone watched in shock, lifted its paw to toss the rock high, aiming it right at the gorilla's neck. A dull boom exploded in everyone's ears. The stunned gorilla suddenly woke up, feeling a tearing pain in his neck. His aura and blood flow instantly blocked. His head spinning wildly, his body shook, then collapsed to the ground, fainted right away. I exited the summoned state, looked at the fallen gorilla, and teased, "Sir, your physique is amazing. Fall down and sleep instantly. So efficient." That's incredible. Nangong Hanlu froze for a second. The muscle boy nearby was speechless. Seeing Nangong Hanlu shocked by me, he suddenly felt jealous inside, couldn't hold back from speaking up. The instructor didn't do his best at all. He just got lucky and won. If they went again for real, he might not win. Nangong Hanlu tilted her head and calmly asked, "So can you beat the instructor? As easily as Han Xingzi and the others did?" The person got all red from being asked, speechless. He couldn't even say a full sentence. Nangong Hanlu just spoke for him. No way. None of the talented contract holders here could handle the SS level summon beast's power. We were all completely shocked, especially that couple from No 2 High who lost to the silverback gorilla. The couple leaders from No 2 High were looking at Zhao Feili and me. Their admiration was almost overflowing. The No 2 High girl said, "From now on, Han Shinki is my idol. I think I'll live under his spotlight forever." The no, two high boys said, I have a lot to learn from such a strong guy. Han Shinki treats his girlfriend so gently. I'm so jealous of you. If I was only half as pretty as Kingya, I'd spoil you too. You wanna get hit, or what? So, I'm not pretty. Okay, you're the prettiest. You're sleeping on the floor tonight. No bed for you. The couple kept going back and forth, and started bickering for real. Zhao Feili looked at me, super curious. Han Shinki, our summoned beast. How did it suddenly unlock a brand new skill? And it's true damage, too. This is so up, I love it. I gave a mysterious smile. Wanna know why I just awakened? If you do, come here. I'll whisper to you. Zhao Feili saw me being sneaky, and just got more curious. So she hurried closer. Why? I gently blew in her ear, and made something up, totally serious. The more we work on our teamwork, the deeper our bond gets. Our contract power grows stronger. And before you know it, the summoned beast wakes up new talents. Zhao Feili looked totally shocked, eyes wide with realization. Wow, you can get stronger that way too. I just kept up the wise look and nodded. Zhao Feili's cheeks turned bright red, whispering softly, we'll need to work together more in the future. Defeat a level 1 gorilla. Mission complete. Reward, 100 evolution points. A crystallized rule fragment, automatically stored in the system space. Congratulations, host. You've obtained. The crystallized rule fragment is now automatically bound. Host, Han Shinki. Once the crystal is bound, no matter when or where, you can summon it at any time. Retrieve the crystallized rule fragment. It can bind to you automatically, and it can be recalled anytime. I can't help but feel happy inside. Now I already have one in my hand. I just don't know. How many of these crystals are needed to unlock Nangong Hanlu's 5-clawed golden dragon template? In total, atop the deep tower in the youth training camp, 2 middle-aged men with deep auras were watching the entire trial below. Lao Yi, your son is still so stubborn. He hasn't changed at all. He's the type who never looks back till he hits a wall. Words from others don't help. Only real setbacks will make him learn. Maybe you're right. But listen, my daughter actually has an SS level beast template. Do you believe that? I saw her awakening with my own eyes. The sky and earth changed. The scale was as big as when Sangao and Zhao Feili awakened. But in the end, the test said she was still level. You can't deny that. I've never heard of anything like a hidden sealed template. Seriously, never. You have to understand. And your son even more so. My daughter will never form a contract with him. They're just not on the same path. I know, it's just someone is way too stubborn. The two stayed silent for a long time. Then Jia Tsai, the man, spoke again. After this youth training camp, at this year's college entrance exam, our base city's overall ranking should finally move up. Don't be so sure. I heard the neighboring city, which ranked second to last year, also started a youth training camp this year. When we get a chance, I want to meet Han Shinki and Zhao Feili. All 3 high schools. All the top contract holders were welcomed by the reception team. They were led into the youth training camp in order. Everyone lined up neatly in the open field. The reception team's captain, who I beat earlier, is awake now. He stands in front of everyone and introduces the 2 bald instructors beside him. The next month of training will be completely led by these 2 instructors. Don't look down on their shiny bald heads, and take them lightly. 10 years ago, they were both transferred here from Imperial City. They both have SS level beast templates. Plus their own Beastmaster talent is S level. As soon as he finished, everyone stared at both instructors. The captain kept introducing them. You guys are really lucky. The bald male instructor used to be the head coach of Imperial City's top hunting team. He's known as a training maniac.
He pulled up the sleeve of the bald woman next to him,
showing they both have countless white scars on their arms. We each have 1,896 scars. These are from over 500 hell-level missions in the past decade. All survived and earned. Suddenly, his voice went up, full of righteous pride. We've never regretted it. We feel proud and honored instead. Every scar on us is a medal for fighting for Long Country. All the top students were blown away. Everyone was deeply moved. How much pain have they been through? How many close calls have they survived? Everyone unconsciously stood at attention out of respect. In this disaster-ridden, end times blue star, we can grow up safely and train calmly, all because someone carries the burden up ahead. They shield us from disaster. The bald instructor saw the awe in everyone's faces and nodded in satisfaction. Then the tone shifted suddenly. This time, our goal for training is to turn you all into ruthless, decisive warriors who can handle any wild crisis in the field. We have to make sure our base city leaps up in the rankings this year. No more dead last. This training is set to hell-level difficulty. All the top students were instantly stunned, eyes wide open. Dead last, but now given a hell-level task? The second high's leader turned bright red and protested loudly. Don't look down on us. Are we really that bad? The other students started chiming in. That's right, suddenly Zhao Feili raised her voice and called out brightly, don't just aim for second to last. If you're gonna go for it, shoot for number 1. Whoosh! Everyone's attention immediately locked on Zhao Feili. Their eyes were full of shock and respect. Nangong Hanlu's eyes lit up, staring straight at Zhao Feili, like she'd found someone new to admire. Being stared at suddenly like that made Zhao Feili blush a bit. She quickly changed her tune. Well, second to last is fine too. Everyone almost fell over at that. She used the firmest tone to announce the least ambitious goal. You really don't know whether to laugh or cry? I sighed to myself. Aiming for number 1 is exhausting. Just go with the flow. With SS level talent, me and Zhao Feili just need to not screw up, and we won't end up at the bottom. Right then, the system alert sounded in my head. Host triggered a new event. Stage mission penalties. Mission 1. Become this year's national top scorer. Mission 2. Get our base city into the country's top 10. Mission reward. Ultimate mysterious grand prize. Accept the mission? No penalty for refusing. No penalty for failing. My eyes suddenly widened. The ultimate mysterious grand prize. Just the name sounds epic enough. Nothing ordinary at all. I confirmed to the system right away. Mission accepted successfully. I'm not really after the rewards. Mostly I want to bring some glory to Mangyuan Base City. As a beast master, you've gotta have guts and pride. Standing with all the nation's top talents. Time to break our city's 10-year losing streak. The bald instructor training maniac scanned every contract pair below. Last 10 years, always at the bottom. You guys really think the officials in schools have done nothing about it? Everyone fell silent when he said that, but still felt a bit stubborn inside. The bald instructor gave a cold smile and dropped a shocking number, level 9. Last year's national top scorer was already level 9 at the time, using just level 9 skills. They took down a master rank monster head-on and became top scorer with force. Level 9 defeating a master, an absolute legend in the college entrance exams. Every contract holder was blown away. That's when reality hit. There's always someone stronger. Level 9. That's a level so high it's almost out of reach. On his way back just now, he happened to hear that number. He stopped, stunned in shock. He still remembered freshman year, when it went viral online. All about the legendary feats of that 9th tier champion. Everyone knows it in their hearts. Summoned beasts are ranked from tier 1 to tier 9. Above tier 9 comes the Grandmaster level. Nangong Hanlu clenched her little fist tightly. Her big eyes widened. She looked completely shocked. Even the always calm Zhao Feili was unusually silent. The party member base is the strongest force locally. Even there, they barely reach Grandmaster level. A Grandmaster is already a city lord. It's the top commander of the city guard. A system notification sounded in my mind again. Detected that the host triggered an event. A new stage mission is now unlocked. Mission: raise your summoned beast to tier 5 within 1 week. Mission reward: 100 evolution points. 1 rule shard crystal. I looked up at the bald instructor, spoke up with a question. Instructor, may I ask? Last year's top scorer in Mangyuan City base. What tier were they? The bald instructor looked a bit surprised. He glanced at me. Everyone in the audience at tier 3 gasped. The gap between base cities is truly this huge. The national top scorer was tier 9. Mangyuan's top scorer was only tier 3, just 1 tier apart, but worlds apart in reality. Totally not comparable. The bald instructor continued speaking. Resource allocation rules. Resources are given out weekly. Each team of level 1 contractors can claim 10 first-tier beast cores every week. Each team of S-level contractors gets 20 first-tier beast cores weekly. Each team of SS-level contractors can directly get 10 second-tier beast cores weekly. Besides that, for each training mission completed, you can also earn bonus beast core rewards. Now let's assign dorm rooms. The bald instructor paused for a moment. He looked around the room at the teenagers who had already formed contracts. Camp dorms are unified as couple suites for contracted pairs. Each contractor pair gets an exclusive room, if I catch any contracted couple, deliberately separating their rooms. I'll send you straight to hell-level training. Consider that a severe punishment. The boys who just formed contracts instantly got super excited, silently cheered. Awesome. This is exactly what I wanted. Xiao, did you hear that? The instructor told us to share a room, so stop making a fuss if you heard. Behave yourself. I sighed secretly in my heart. Mixed gender couple suites for contracted pairs. In our past life, this would definitely top the trending searches in modern society. But here, in the post-apocalyptic beastkin era of Blue Star, it's just a normal routine. Some contract couples don't want to share a dorm room, so the instructor steps in to supervise. Sometimes there are even strict punishments. The buzz-cut female instructor spoke up to quiet everyone. No group training today. Take some time to get familiar with the camp. Check out the living and dining areas. And pick up your basic training supplies for the week. You're dismissed. Zhao Feili and I headed to the supply station first to get our weekly training resources. We're SS-level contractors, so we get 10 Tier 2 Beast Cores every week. After picking up the Beast Cores, the two of us walked over to the dorm apartments. The whole camp is made up of standalone apartments. Building 01 is the room assigned to us.
It may look like a single dorm,
But it's really a cozy little apartment. It has a living room, kitchen, and bedroom, everything you need. The only thing is, there's just one big bed in the bedroom. We arrived at camp at 2 p.m. and time flew by. It's been 4 or 5 hours already. Zhao Feili and I planned to wash up real quick, then just chill and rest. Zhao Feili went to the bathroom alone, while I waited quietly in the living room. Shinky, I left my clothes outside. Can you bring them in for me? Please? Yeah, that one. Grab another, okay? Hurry up. Stop messing around. Shinky, this is a bunny girl outfit. And why you bring the wedding dress too? Can't even grab my clothes, right? Finally, Zhao Feili just stopped asking for help and came out of the bathroom herself, picked her own clothes, put on a soft robe, and then slipped a white wedding dress over it. I watched the whole thing, completely stunned. Zhao Feili's cheeks turned a little red, and she sat next to me. She said softly, Shinky, if it's too much trouble for you, I'll stop asking you to help. I shook my head hard. It's no trouble at all, really. I actually wouldn't mind helping more often. Zhao Feili might not have a figure as flashy as Nengong, Henlu, but she's got perfect proportions too. Her body's balanced. Absolutely flawless. Just looking at her is a treat. I started to get a little flustered. A bit puzzled, I casually asked, So you really like wearing wedding dresses, huh? Of course I do. It took forever to trick you into being mine. What else should I wear besides a wedding dress? Zhao Feili said, a bit smug. Humming, she added, ever since I first saw you in 10th grade, I had a crush on you. But you were always so cold back then, with that keep-away vibe. You were even cooler than me, the campus beauty. Lucky for me, I'm smart. I pretended to just be your bro, so I could get closer bit by bit. Thinking back on all those details, I suddenly felt a chill. Couldn't help but ask. No wonder you always came to ask me about homework. When your grades were even better than mine, you were always top of the class, and I was always second. Then you asked to be my desk mate, and we sat together for 3 whole years. Zhao Feili, you sly fox. I always thought you were my true bro, but you were after me from the start, trying to make me your wife. Zhao Feili just grinned, super proud. You were so innocent back then. Of course I wanted to win you over early. My grades only started dropping after that beast attack in 10th grade. That's when you took over first place. After I said that, Zhao Feili suddenly went silent. That beast incident in 10th grade was a nightmare for her. Seeing her so down and quiet, I gently comforted her. Don't dwell on the past. Let's rest up. Training starts early tomorrow. Zhao Feili shook her head. No. I finally got you by my side. Made this contract with you. In these times, a contract is basically marriage. I want to be with you every day. I couldn't help but break a little sweat. All this time, I thought she was so quiet and shy, but had no idea she's this blunt and clingy in private. If I'd only known how she felt, I'd actually find it pretty sweet. Knock. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. I quietly walked over and opened just a tiny crack. Peeking through, I saw a gorgeous face, suddenly just an inch away from me. Han Shinki, can I come in and talk for a bit? It was Nangong Hanlu. He looked a little pleading, his big round eyes innocent and sweet. I could even faintly smell his gentle scent. Hearing the voice, Zhao Feili came over, and seeing it was Nangong Hanlu, she just pulled him right inside. She moved pretty quickly, so her figure was super eye-catching. Honestly, it was a sight to see. I quietly followed them in. All three of us went to sit on the sofa. Curious, Zhao Feili asked, Nangong Hanlu, you haven't signed a contract with a beast tamer yet. So for the month-long training, what's your plan for solo training? Nangong Hanlu held Zhao Feili's arm, and they snuggled together on the couch. A hint of excitement flashed in his eyes, though his face stayed calm. I'll just train with the team by myself. Even if I don't have a summoned beast, I can still stick with it. Sister Kingya, your skin is so pretty, soft and fair. Nangong Hanlu gently touched Zhao Feili's cheek, looking even more delighted. Zhao Feili felt a bit awkward. It was her first time being this close with another girl. She quickly changed the subject. Your skin is great too. Super fair and beautiful. Can I come hang out with you guys more? Come anytime you want. They really hit it off. So I just sat there, unable to join the conversation. All I could do was ask silently in my head. System, how many rule crystal shards do I need to unlock Nangong Hanlu's SS level 5 clawed golden dragon template? There was no response from the system. Come on, system. At least say something. Still dead silence. System grandpa. Cool system dude. Pretty system lady. Could you at least make a sound? Still nothing from the system. I couldn't help but complain inside. What a crappy system. Not even a bit interactive. It's basically just a cold program that only triggers quests. Just then, in my storage space, my rule crystal shard suddenly started to glow. A stream of info slowly flowed into my mind. The SS level 5 clawed golden dragon template has almost disappeared from this universe. To fully manifest a complete 5 clawed golden dragon template, the rule crystal shards needed are way more than for any normal SS level beast. To get the exact number for unsealing, we first need to use the crystal power to scan Nangong Hanlu's main body. It'll detect when he awakened how much rule origin power the new Gaul has absorbed. I understood instantly. So after recognizing a crystal of rule fragments, it can actually send info on its own. I secretly calculated in my mind. I'll quietly take out the crystal later and try not to cause any strange phenomena. I'll help him finish scanning in secret. Right now, Nangong Hanlu and Zhao Feili are sitting super close, talking softly. The vibe is really chill. Nangong Hanlu suddenly feels a gentle, soothing energy spreading all over her. Her body feels so comfortable. Her eyes light up a bit. She leans in even closer to Zhao Feili. At the same time, some info pops right into my head. Nangong Hanlu, SS level 5 claw gold dragon, 500. Integrity at 84%. Just need 2 more crystal fragments to fully unseal. That lines up exactly with what I thought. So she only needs 2 more. I only have 1 right now. But the system just gave a mission earlier. A real-life task. Raise the summoned beast to stage 5 within a week. Reward, 100 evolution points and 1 crystal fragment. So I quietly thought system in my mind and claimed the mission. This time, the system replied right away, mission accepted. I started planning. After this mission's done, and adding the reward from beating the welcome captain before, I'll have 2 crystal fragments. Just right. enough to fully unlock Nangong Hanlu's 5-claw gold dragon template. At the same time, those evolution points are enough to level up 2-tail white fox to a 3-tail form. Having decided, I put away the crystal fragment. Then I looked at Nangong Hanlu, trying to sound casual, and asked if someone could get you fully restored. The SSS Keanu version? How would you thank them? Nangong Hanlu looked totally stunned, stayed like that for a while before snapping out of it. How'd you know I'm really the SSS Keanu version? Just a guess. Just answer me first. Nangong Hanlu instantly turned serious, sat up straight, and her presence got even stronger. If someone could really unlock my template, I'd give them everything, myself included. Hearing that, I literally spit out my tea, looking totally shocked. Are you for real? Nangong Hanlu nodded firmly. Nangong Hanlu's the real deal. But then her expression got gloomy again. Totally disappointed. Too bad nobody has that power. My dad searched countless ancient records, and there's never been a case like this in history. I already accepted I'd never make a contract my whole life, and just train alone. So doesn't that mean you end up alone forever? In this Beastkin era, forming a contract is basically the same as getting married. No Beast Master contract means you'll be alone forever. After some small talk, Nangong Hanlu got up to leave. His lonely silhouette stretched long in the night. It felt a bit sad and isolated. As soon as he left, Zhao Feili jumped into my arms. He hugged my neck and acted cute. Hangsing said goodbye. We spaced out, then headed to the bedroom. This rare alone time shouldn't be wasted. Should we switch to Beast Girl mode? Zhao Feili quickly shook his head. At 4 a.m. the next morning, I got up early. Got up just to focus on training. My goal was clear. Within a week, I must push my 9-tailed Heavenly Fox summon to rank 5. Not just to finish the system task, but to get the crystal, help Nangong Hanlu unlock her template, and get stronger peacefully with Zhao Feili. Zhao Feili's robe had already slipped off. He was curled up on the bed like an octopus, fast asleep. I took a minute to gently wake him up. We quickly washed up, then focused and activated our contract power. Summoned the holy white tiger in its 2-tailed form together. Mysterious, dreamy energy slowly spread out. A phantom spirit formed on the ground, as if pulled from another dimension into reality. The 2-tailed holy white fox stood steady on the floor. Compared to the 1-tail form, the 2-tail has not only an extra tail, but all its skills, body, and training speed get a major boost. Zhao Feili and I slipped from sight. We merged into the white fox's body together. I took out the 10 Tier 2 beast cores we got yesterday, swallowed the first one, and could clearly feel doubled pure energy compared to Tier 1 cores, rushing through every part of my body. We immediately used our exclusive beast training method, absorbing with all our strength. After refining 2 Tier 2 cores in a row, the summon jumped ranks and reached early rank 3. Zhao Feili was amazed. Hangsing was happy. Our training speed is insane. Let's keep going, quickly. Don't waste the core's energy. As we kept swallowing Tier 2 cores, 2 hours of refining later, the summon reached late rank 2 steadily. I secretly calculated in my mind. Only one last Tier 2 core left, and I'll cross into rank 3 for sure. Feeling the growing power inside, I got more confident since I met Nangong Hanlu, and she promised herself to me. She never escaped from me this life. In the early morning, a muscular boy slipped in from outside the camp.
He gripped his smart ID.
His face was full of pride. My dad's ID can send messages and trigger alarms. With it, I'm gonna torment that Hangsing kid, he said fiercely. Set the willpower training to max difficulty. Let the toughest beast attack him. The other folk are narrow-minded since childhood. Nangong Hanlu is his goddess. His true love? Before awakening, their elders wanted them to make a contract. They agreed to it. But after awakening, Nangong Hanlu's template had issues. He said he's got an SSS template. If her template isn't fixed, she never contract with anyone. Since then, other folk are very sensitive about SSS templates. If not for the template issue, even if Nangong Hanlu doesn't like him, the elders would have arranged their contract. But now it's all gone. He's angry and sad. If he could do it over, he'd stop Nangong Hanlu from awakening. At 6:30, All contractors assembled in the training yard. They were groggy, hair messy, stayed up half the night, and didn't sleep well. Everyone looked tired. The bald instructor, known as a training freak, watched them and nodded in satisfaction. He knew the more they struggle, the better their teamwork. That helps their summons a lot. But training can't be neglected. This week's plan is 1. Physical training. 2. Willpower training. 3. Beast Girl training. 4. Beast contact. 5. Knowledge session. 6. Simulated combat. The bald instructor shared the plan, then looked around. He said the training could be done in any order. Complete it to earn beast cores. Hearing the word core, the contractors' eyes lit up instantly. 2 bald instructors led them to a 1,000 square meter gravity track. First training, physical ability test. On Apocalypse Blue Star, the contractors' human form physical strength affects the summon's mood. Now, everyone does weighted running with 50 kilograms and run 10 kilometers. Begin. A beep sounded from the instructor's pocket. He checked his communicator. It was a command from the city guard captain. Focus on Hangsing and Zhao Feili's training. Set difficulty to hell level. Instructor's face changed, but replied understood. He eyed the contractors on the gravity track and glanced at Hangsing and Zhao Feili. SS rank, a whole level above his own SS. True prodigies, so they can't use normal training. On the track, Hangsing and Zhao Feili adjusted fast. 50 kilograms weight, way ahead of the other contractors. Next were the S-class summon contractors. 50 kilograms wasn't too tough for them. They inherited some summon power. But a class summon contractors struggled. Just entered rank, not much power yet, so could only walk fast. Last was Nangang Han, who had a class template. With 50 kilograms weight, he took every step carefully, afraid he'd fall. After 10 minutes, Hangsing and Zhao Feili finished their 10 kilometers training. Instructor marked down. Each got a tier 2 core, 100 kilograms weight. Keep running 10 kilometers. Instructor saw they weren't even sweating and said. Hangsing and Zhao Feili just kept going, easily passed everyone again, and finished the training. Instructor marked it again. Hangsing and Zhao Feili each got 2 tier 2 cores, total of 3 for each. Hangsing and Zhao Feili saw their rewards in the notebook. Eyes twinkled greedily. With so many cores, they could level up again. Getting such generous resources for finishing training shows the base really invested. 10-minute break. 200 kilograms weight. Keep running 10 kilometers. Right then, the S-level summoners finally finished their run. They were dripping with sweat looking at Han Shinki. The two were shocked. Man, you guys only ran 2 laps and had to carry 200 kilos. Yilu looked smug in their eyes. 200 kilos. Look at how exhausted you are, the bald instructor said. I'll make a note of your reward. US-level summoner contract holders. Take a 10-minute break, then start a 10-kilometer run while carrying 100 kilos. Yilu's smile froze. 100 kilos, 10 kilometers. I don't think I can make it. Then, both groups of contract holders began training. One group was Han Shinki and Zhao Feili, the SS-level summoners. The other group was 3 teams of S-level summoners. This time, Han Shinki and Zhao Feili ran slower. Sweat appeared on their foreheads too, but they still finished the training within 30 minutes. The bald instructor wrote it down in his notebook. Han Shinki and Zhao Feili each gets 3 second-tier crystal cores, 6 second-tier crystals each. Cores. Take a short break. Carry 300 kilos. Keep up the 10-kilometer training. The bald instructor spoke. These just finished the 50-kilo training, the first-level summoners. Contract holders only completed their first session. Hearing the instructor, they were shocked. 300 kilos, is that even human? We've only finished 1 training. You're going for your 4th already? Isn't this way too extreme? Yilu was really happy out on the track. Even though he was drenched in sweat, he really wanted to see Han Shinki and Zhao Feili mess up. 300 kilos. Can you do it? Then, Han Shinki and Zhao Feili started their 4th training. After carrying 300 kilos, Han Shinki felt running was getting tough, so she switched to speed walking. At that moment, the skinny girl Nangang Hanlu was sweating heavily. and seemed to be at her limit. Every step took incredible effort. Han Xingqi walked over next to her. Surprised, she called out, Nangang Hanlu. Can you keep going? Yeah, just 200 meters left. Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili passed her. Nangang Hanlu looked up at the number tags showing their weights and was stunned. 300 kilos. She felt the strength of the SS level template. Inside, she wanted even more to recover her template. If she could get back to SS level, she'd give anything for it. Finally, Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili hit their limit too. Half an hour later, they finished the 300-kilo training. Both sat down on the ground, exhausted. Sweat kept dripping off their foreheads and chins, falling onto the grass. The second group of S-level contract holders hadn't finished yet. But Yilu was thrilled watching Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili worn out. He couldn't be happier. The bald instructor gave Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili a reward. Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili each got 6 second-level crystal cores as a reward. Each got a total of 12 second-level crystal cores. So that's 24 crystal cores in all. Hu, Hu, Wu, Yu. Nangang Hanlu finally finished the 50 kilograms weight training. He lay down next to Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili. He was out of breath. His chest rose and fell. A muscular teenager, Yiluren looked at the three lying on the grass. His smile froze again. He growled angrily. Damn it. He really is, damn it. He was extremely jealous. Why is Nangang Hanlu so close to Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili, but so cold to him? They all grew up together as childhood friends. Yiluren's throat felt dry. He almost fell over without paying attention. Luckily, as the summoner of an S-class beast, his body was pretty good. He finally finished the training. Afternoon is beast interaction training. Everyone, get ready. The bald instructor addressed the contract holders who completed the training, reminded them about beast interaction training. The Peruvian heard the news, and his eyes lit up.
He knew exactly how beast interaction training works.
He's totally familiar with it. This training is for newbies to summon their contract beasts and start interacting and fighting with beasts. I've got my token. I'm gonna make Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili and that beast with the toughest defense fight each other. I'll make them lose face. It's a terrifying nightmare for newbies. Yiluren thought about it and got super excited. The harder it is, the better the rewards after training. Can Han Xingqi really do it? No way. Time jumped to the afternoon. All contract holders got ready. They lined up neatly under the dorm. First group, SS level summoner contract holders. Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili. Second group, S-level summoner contract holders. 6 of them, 3 men and 3 women. Yiluren was in this group. Third group, grade-level summoner contract holders, 18 people. 9 men, 9 women. Fourth group, currently just Nangang Hanlu without a contract. The bald instructor led the 4 teams, heading to the beast training ground. Unlike this morning, there were city guard teams training here. The beast training ground was like a sports plaza with a roof for shade. The place was split into different zones. Each zone had beasts chained up or restricted from moving around. Deep inside the training zone, a giant python was using its thick body to wind around a wild Zhuan turtle. The Zhuan turtle shrank into its shell covered in magical runes. The shell gleamed with a dark glow. Even though the python squeezed hard, it couldn't hurt it at all. When time was up, the python let go of the turtle and headed back to the safe zone. They turned into 2 people. The humans looked exhausted and said, "We failed. We couldn't kill the magic turtle. This rookie hunting squad is so average. No one could finish the hell-level training." Their instructor sounded disappointed. Right then, the bald instructor led the 4 teams to the beast training ground and set up their training. Next, each team summoned their contract beasts and had them enter the beast zone. As long as you don't escape within a set time, you don't need to defeat or kill the beast to pass training. You still get rewards for finishing training. They entered the beast zone. The contract holders in the group got nervous, instantly feeling tense, even though they'd learned a lot about beasts in class. This was their first time really dealing with one. Reporting, instructor, if we defeat or kill the beast, do we have to pay up? Zhao Feili stared at the beast, her eyes shining. The bald instructor glanced at her, surprised. He smirked and said, "If you can defeat or kill a beast, not only you don't need to pay, the reward doubles. Defeating it gives you 5 times the reward. Killing it gives you 10 times the reward." Got it. Zhao Feili was eager. Like she wanted to rush in and take on the beasts. The 4 groups instantly summoned their template beasts. Entered the first level beast zone. The bald instructor spoke up. The bald instructor heard his phone buzz. He took a look.
It was a message from the city guard chief.
SS level contract holders need special training. Must start with double and maximum hell difficulty. That's how their potential is unlocked. He put away the message. The bald instructor understood. The city guard leader really cares about Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili. Otherwise, he wouldn't always remind them before every training. At this point, the contract holders showed up in beast form. The field instantly filled with Group 1, Sacred Two-Tailed White Tiger. Group 2, Black Wolf King, Golden Magic Butterfly. Group 3, Dream Spirit Butterfly, White Snake, Fierce Black Patterned Beast. Group 4, Nangong Hanlu, with a pure vibe. Looked a bit lonely trying to summon that frail form. He glanced with envy at the contract beasts nearby. He really longed for one. When he saw the two-tailed white fox, his eyes sparkled like stars, wishing he could cuddle it. The female bald instructor sent Group 2 ahead. After Group 3 entered the beast zone, she spoke. Group 4 watched from the side. Group 1, follow me. Blue. The bald instructor led the sacred white fox and Nangong Hanlu to the deepest part of the beast training area. There were 13 small zones in total. One was the magic ruin Zhuan turtle zone. Start with the first level Zhuan turtle. Stay in the beast zone for 10 minutes. And you finish the training. The bald instructor pointed to a beast zone. Beast interaction training mainly focuses on mindset, so newbies can overcome their blind fear of beasts. Close contact helps them understand beasts better. Inside the beast zone, the two-tailed white fox locked eyes on the Rune Zhuan turtle. The Rune Zhuan turtle gave off terrifying magic light and quickly shrank into its shell. With a clang, it lay still on the ground. Sacred white fox looked left and right. After 10 minutes, first training session done. The bald instructor wrote in his notebook, Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili each got 1 second-level crystal core. Total, 26 second-level crystal cores. Instructor, this session is finished. Let's start the second session. Then they were at 12 more small zones. 6 first-level beasts, 6 second-level beasts. The sacred white fox stayed in each zone for 10 minutes. All beasts were restricted from moving. 10 minutes in the first-level beast zones. Each got 6 second-level crystal cores. 10 minutes in the second-level beast zones. Each got 60 second-level crystal cores. The bald instructor wrote in his notebook, Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili were rewarded with 132 second-level crystal cores. Total, 158 second-level crystal cores. The bald instructor was kind of disappointed in the white tiger. The SS level template beast just performed like this? It was just looking, that's it. Little did they know. This is just Han Xingqi scamming for rewards, right? Coach, we're done warming up. We're ready to start training. The holy white fox made a sound. Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili had planned ahead. They're set on milking the training camp. Stay in the beast zone for 10 minutes. There's a reward chest. Defeat a beast, get a reward chest. Kill a magic beast, another reward chest. That's 3 waves of rewards. The bald coach in English. White fox, enter the first level beast zone again. First level mystic turtle up. Looking at the unmoving magic turtle. Both white foxes grab iron rods and swing at the magic turtle. True damage. Ignores defense. 100% real damage. Bam! The turtle's insides got smashed with 1 hit. It spit out blood with a puff. The rookie hunting team was stunned. Just that one swing. Landed on the turtle shell. But why did the turtle vomit blood? The magic turtle is badly hurt. An experienced coach shouted, "Damn, that's strong." The white snake summoner was shocked. That rod seemed ordinary, but it almost killed the magic turtle. Han Xingqi controlled the two-tailed white fox and said to the bald coach, "Coach, did you record that? I'm ready for the next training." He just wants all the rewards. The bald coach finally got it. He realized it. The fox hadn't started fighting before. That's why. The coach wrote down Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili again. 5 second-level crystal cores each. Total of 168 second-level crystal cores. Okay, the bald coach replied. The white fox swung at the turtle again. True damage. At full power. No mercy for the beast. A 10-meter blood geyser shot from its head. Game over. Cowabunga. The white snake summoner gave a thumbs up. Super impressed. Long distance strike. That skill is awesome. They're guessing White Fox's skill. The bald coach wrote down Han Xingqi in his notebook, and 10 crystals each for Zhao Feili. Total of 188 second-level core crystals. Then White Fox kept popping up in 11 more zones, defeating monsters first, and then finishing them off. Milked 2 more reward waves. A coach swore, such disgrace. So embarrassing. Your rookie team is worse than students prepping for college entrance exams. We'll have to train 10 times harder from now on. All the rookie hunting teams just started wailing, especially the team with the white serpent summoner. Right now, the bald instructor's eyes are going blurry from writing. In his little notebook, packed full of notes.
He's recording rewards for Han Xingqi and his partner.
Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili. Reward for defeating 6 Tier 1 monsters. Each gets 30 Tier 2 crystal cores for defeating 6 Tier 2 monsters. 30 Tier 2 crystal cores each. That's 660 Tier 2 crystal cores in total. Grand total, 828 Tier 2 crystal cores. Reward for killing 6 Tier 1 monsters. Each gets 60 Tier 2 crystal cores for killing 6 Tier 2 monsters. 600 Tier 2 crystal cores each. That's 1,320 Tier 2 crystal cores in total. Grand total, 2,148 Tier 2 crystal cores. After finishing, the bald instructor was stunned. Over 2,000 Tier 2 crystal cores. They're really milking the rewards. Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili finished their training, controlling the 2-tailed sacred white fox. They walked over to the instructor. Nanggong Hanlu rushed over right away, hugging the 2-tailed white fox tight. Her face was full of excitement. She was rubbing up against the white fox. You're amazing. Zhao Feili, inside the white fox's consciousness, smiled proudly. But Han Xingqi thought Nanggong Hanlu was hugging too tightly. Her curves made it hard for him to breathe. Nanggong Hanlu reluctantly let go. The 2-tailed sacred white fox. Its fur was silky and soft. It felt great to hold. Next, the white fox released its summoned beast form, transforming back into a human. A flash of white light. Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili appeared on the ground to celebrate finishing day 1 of training. Let me treat you all to dinner. The fruit girl made up an excuse so she could hang out with Zhao Feili. She said in a cute but fierce way, "Don't say no, come on. Sis, please, Tilda." The bald instructor called everyone together, saying, "Training is a wrap for today. Go to the resource department to get your rewards later. I'll upload the reward logs. Meet downstairs at the dorm at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow." Dismissed. The female bald instructor raised her right hand. Everyone happily dispersed. Nanggong Hanlu seemed really familiar with the training camp. She hugged Zhao Feili's arm tight, leading Han Xingqi to the fanciest hunting restaurant in the base. Zhao Feili felt she was way too close. He wondered if his orientation was getting questioned. But it was just a guess. Han Xingqi, standing by, saw Zhao Feili being hugged by someone else, and felt annoyed. He angrily thought about Nanggong Hanlu. "You hug my wife. Next week I'll hug you." They reached the upscale hunting restaurant, and got a private booth with a nice vibe. The waiter came by automatically. Nanggong Hanlu confidently ordered set meal 1, then handed the menu to Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili. Set meal 1 had 3 dishes and a soup. The main courses were Tier 6 monster meat and Tier 4 monster meat, plus Tier 5 edible lingi and Tier 8 lingi. The soup was pricey. Just one bowl cost a Tier 7 crystal core. Nanggong Hanlu's eyes sparkled as she stared at Zhao Feili. "If you like it, we can eat here every day." Sis, the food came out fast. The waiter also brought Nanggong Hanlu a blue potion bottle. He explained. It was purified energy liquid from the monster meats.
If not,
Their bodies couldn't handle all that monster meat energy. They finished the meal quickly. Leaving, Zhao Feili rubbed his slightly full belly, still wanting more. They then split up. The two went to the resource department for today's rewards. After picking up the rewards, they headed back to the dorm and shut the door. Han Shinki was grinning from ear to ear, with a bag that held 2 Tier 5 and 1 Tier 4 crystal core, plus 4 Tier 3 and 8 Tier 2 crystal cores. Time to cultivate. Han Shinki and Zhao Feili channeled their contract power and summoned the two-tailed sacred white fox again. At this point, the white fox was late-stage Tier 2. They gave it a Tier 3 core to swallow, which it absorbed super quickly. Half an hour later, the white fox leveled up to early Tier 3 after digesting it. Energy exploded within the white fox. Han Xing, Ci and Zhao Feili could feel that immense power, like they could punch out an ox. Han Xingqi kept controlling the white fox, letting it swallow 2 Tier 4 crystal cores. Time passed by, and the white fox gradually leveled up, early, mid, late, and peak Tier 3. With a boom, it broke into early Tier 4. Energy all around rippled with it. Opening their eyes, they realized the whole day had gone by. Han Xingqi had to ask for leave from the instructor, came back to keep advancing the white fox, then fed it 2 Tier 5 crystal cores. Its tier rose dramatically. Tier 4 early, mid, late to peak. Now early Tier 5 so strong. Incredible power, Han Xingqi could feel. The white fox's power surging like an ocean. Just a leap, and it crashed into the ceiling. The whole dorm building shook. Thankfully, it's made with apocalypse-grade materials. Didn't break through. That crazy power had Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili struggling to adapt. They couldn't control the small stuff. Han Xingqi guessed. Tier 5 power and energy was over 10 times higher than late Tier 2. So strong, Zhao Feili cheered. To avoid wrecking the place, they switched out of beast form, back to human form. Human form could also keep some of the beast's traits. Han Xingqi felt his physical strength boosted big time. One punch. Whoosh. So powerful. Probably about 3 tons of force. A system notification sounded in his ear. Congrats, host, on completing the mission of reaching Tier 5 in a week. Mission reward, 100 evolution points. And a rule fragment crystal, already stored in the system space. Rule fragment crystal has automatically bonded with its master. The owner is Han Xingqi. Bond successful. No matter where you use your rule fragment crystal, it can be reclaimed at any time. No worries. Suddenly, from outside, Nangong Hanlu called in her sweet voice. Sis, I heard some noises inside. Are you both done cultivating? Looking gorgeous, she whisper-spied at the door. 3 days flew by. In the living room, after Nangong Hanlu told him, Han Xingqi finally realized that it was already their 5th day in the training camp. When cultivating, time just slipped away. Didn't even notice how long it had been. Nangong Hanlu hugged Zhao Feili's arm tight again, eyes full of excitement. She hadn't gotten close to Zhao Feili for 3 days, so she really missed him. SS Class 5 Clawed Golden Dragon template still incomplete. Needs 12 rule fragment crystals. So far, 1 has been fused. A message entered Nangong Hanlu's mind like this. Nangong Hanlu looked thrilled. She ran to the next apartment and got a template, as well as a rank detector. Compact and fancy. Her city lord dad specially got it for her. Beep beep, her heart was racing. And the ranks from the detector came out. S-level sub-dragon queen version. Nangong Hanlu was stunned. At that moment, a knock and the bald instructor's voice came from outside. Han Xingqi, Zhao Feili. You guys head to the city guard's HQ right now. There's a leader who wants to meet you. Copy that, instructor. Han Xingqi replied. Nangong Hanlu rushed over and grabbed Han Xingqi's shoulders. Excitedly, S-level queen version? What's going on? Han Xingqi glanced at him and said, Let's go outside first. We'll talk when we're back.
After saying that,
Han Xingqi made the rule fragment crystal fairy item disappear, reached out and grabbed it, put it straight back into the system space. Suddenly, Nangong Hanlu felt the contract force fading fast. His physical strength went back to normal. Zhao Feili came out of the bathroom and got pulled away by Han Xingqi, heading to the City Guard Pavilion's HQ. The City Guard Pavilion covers a huge area. Star Training Camp is just a small part on the edge. Leaving the dorm building, Han Xingqi and the other were picked up by a team. Nangong Hanlu checked the talent template again. When the results popped up, his smile froze. Sea level swimming dragon template. Seeing this result, Nangong Hanlu was devastated, like he'd been hit by frost. After quite a while, he finally accepted it. Han Xingqi must have a solution. Nangong Hanlu started to feel a bit better, but he got worried again. To restore the SS level template, Han Xingqi must have paid a huge price. He's not the type to take advantage. He always does fair trades. But it's probably impossible to measure in money. Even if he sold me, it wouldn't cover the gold box. I'd even marry him. He remembered what he said to Han Xingqi before. Nangong Hanlu blushed a little. Han Xingqi's looks, personality, even talent are all top-notch. But every beast master can only have one template. So annoying. If beast masters could contract more partners, that'd be awesome. Nangong Hanlu rolled around on the couch, holding his head. That eye-catching figure got squished out of shape. City Guard Pavilion HQ. On a wide road, heavy security everywhere, very orderly. Every so often, you could see fully armed squads entering the manor, led by guards. They arrived at a huge office. Inside sat a middle-aged man with a square face. He was on the phone. Chief, you sure have skills. Saw Han Xingqi in one glance. Those two are perfect for hell-level training. Why is the middle-aged guy so surprised? Hell-level training. Boss, stop pretending. I know you really care about Han Xingqi's profile. You always remind me before every training. Crank up their training to the hardest. The other side is that bald coach known for brutal training. He admired and said, it's really effective. Training at hell-level difficulty. Doesn't work on them at all. They need to start at hell-level difficulty. Hell-level training actually works. The middle-aged man's eyes briefly light up. Are we finally going to make a name for Mangyuan Bay City? But he always reminds us before every session. The middle-aged man's face changes. He nervously rummages through his drawer. He looks upset, cursing quietly in his mind. That brat again. Swiped my token. That's an ID badge for communication. Used for remote command and messaging. It's rarely used usually. Orders are sent directly. The guard outside announces something. Reporting in boss. Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili have arrived. The middle-aged man hangs up. His face returns to calm instantly. His eyes show some anticipation. Since Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili joined lately, he's often heard him laugh out loud. I've heard Mangyuan Bay City produced 2 dragons. And now seeing you both, I see it's true. Han Xingqi and the other both reply humbly. You flatter us. The middle-aged man points at a huge map on the wall. With a serious tone, Mangyuan Bay City is near Beast Mountain Range. This region is full of magic serpents and giant pythons. And even dragons causing trouble behind the scenes. We've built defenses, fighting serpent spirits for centuries. That's why the base is still safe today. Zhao Feili casually says. Uncle, you all work really hard. The people here really appreciate the base. Han Xingqi quickly covers Zhao Feili's mouth, telling him to stop talking off the cuff. Zhao Feili looks confused. Han Xingqi whispers in his ear. The boss has 3 meanings in that speech. The city guard cabinet is the foundation. It's the main line of defense for the city. Generations have poured lives and energy into this. Citizens here only grew up safe under their protection, so they should be grateful. When he called us dragons of Mangyuan Bay City, he wants us to make a statement. Zhao Feili realizes the big boss's words are deep. He's glad to have made a pact with Han Xingqi, or he'd have said lots of embarrassing things. Han Xingqi looks at the middle-aged man. With confidence, boss, I believe Mangyuan Bay City will one day wipe out the serpent spirits. The boss's eyes light up. A big smile. Good. Well said, but...
He adds, even though the guard cabinet is stronger.
The beasts keep multiplying. It's a big problem. Han Xingqi is speechless. Feels like the guard boss is setting a trap for him. Han Xingqi replies he'll cooperate but not join the city guard. So he's politely refusing to join. The guard cabinet. Boss looks a bit disappointed. Since you're not planning to join, I won't force you. You have your path. Han Xingqi gets ready to leave. But the boss tells him his son is out there with his badge, messing with them on purpose. He wants them to get it back and teach him a lesson. So he'll learn his lesson. Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili pause for a moment. They reply, got it. They understand he's being nice to them. He's letting Han Xingqi discipline his son. Shows that boss isn't as petty as his son. not as petty as his son. Nanggong Hanluo is in the dorm apartment, trying to think how to trade equally with Han Xingqi to restore the unique relic. She's still troubled. Han Xingqi comes back to ask. Zhao Feili suggests Nanggong Hanluo should make a contract with Han Xingqi. Han Xingqi takes out 2 rule crystals and lets her restore the SS 5-clawed golden dragon form. After restoring, she turns into a beast-eared girl. Looking really shy, Han Xingqi tells her to test her form. It shows SS 5-clawed golden dragon template. Han Xingqi moves closer to Nanggong Hanluo and kisses her, says he'll take responsibility for her. Han Xingqi sends the contract. Nanggong Hanluo nervously signs it. A dragon's roar rings out immediately. Han Xingqi and Nanggong Hanluo vanish. A supreme mysterious aura appears. A golden dragon soars through the living room. Zhao Feili is stunned. Dragons have always symbolized supreme power. In the golden dragon's mind world, Nanggong Hanluo and Han Xingqi's minds connect. They can hear each other's thoughts. They can talk freely in their minds. He went from getting mocked for his sea-level template to now awakening as a dragon. His feelings are all over the place. Han Xingqi gave him hope and a fresh start, leaving a mark he'll never forget. This is Han Xingqi. Checking the contract on the system panel. SS level 5-clawed golden dragon. First stage, golden dragon, 2 fingers, stage 3. Innate skill, sacred golden dragon might. Invincible golden body. Summon beast form upgrade, 5-clawed golden dragon. First form, 2 fingers. 0 to 100 evolution points. Second form, 3 fingers. Can add another innate skill. Unlock a natural element. The 5 claws are basically 5 fingers. Each claw has 5 fingers. Zhao Feili knows Han Xingqi can make unlimited contracts. At first he felt a bit resistant, but with Han Xingqi's patience, he slowly got used to it. Like Feili said, only SSS beast girls are worthy of making a pact with Han Xingqi. But there are so few SS templates out there, even less in Mangyuan Bay City. Even in the capital or mega cities, places like Imperial City or Magic City, very few SS level awaken each year. Almost none are uncontracted SS after awakening.
Talents.
The 3 are quickly called away by the bald coach for training, so they head out together. Zhao Feili takes Han Xingqi's left arm. Nanggong Hanluo leans on his right arm, totally outnumbered by girls. Everyone else looks a bit jealous, but Han Xingqi just says he can totally handle it. Today's the 5th day of the youth camp. The other contractors are sparring at the training field, getting used to summon battles in advance. Right now, Devil Butterfly and Black Wolf King both lost to the Golden Demon Hawk. The Wolf King summoners, Lu Chun and Ziming Shu, step out of beast form, looking serious, because Demon Hawk's innate skill confuses vision. Every attack hits. Once you're hit, you're stuck defending. And Demon Hawk rules the skies, so ground beasts are helpless. Everyone feels the pressure. Only Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili might stand a chance against Demon Hawk. Demon Hawk shifts out of beast form, changing back to human. The summoned spirit wears a mocking smirk, looking totally dismissive. With that level of skill, it's really nothing impressive. Facing his obvious taunts, Lu Chen's eyes were filled with anger. Even the twin summoning couple Devil Blade Butterfly were glaring furiously too. What are you so proud of? You only have the upper hand because you attack from above to counter me. If you're so tough, go fight Han Xingqi. Let's see what you're really made of. Lu Chen, furious, also admitted frankly that he's nowhere near Han Xingqi's level. Someone remembered how Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili toughed out that hellish demon training and shivered for no reason. But the girl next to him spoke up. Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili have been hiding in their apartment for the past 3 days. They're clearly scared of the intense training that's coming. They must have barely pushed through the hell level test, paid a heavy price for it, and have been hiding at home to recover. Basically, they're just running away. After hearing that, the guy just sneered. Han Xingqi is just trash. Can't even face the next round of training, and they think they are worthy for me to defeat. A clear, cold female voice suddenly rang out. Who are you calling a coward? You got a death wish? The guy's eyes lit up. Just by the sound, he knew it was Nanggong Hanlu. Lulu, you didn't even make the pact. You don't need to join the real combat training. He looked up and was completely stunned.
He saw Nangong Hanlu standing close to Han Shinki.
The two of them whispering to each other, looking very close. She even gave Zhao Feili a quick kiss in public and stood sweetly next to Han Shinki. The crowd watching suddenly went wild. Everyone started whispering, Han Shinki is incredible. He just hangs out with pretty girls. Everyone was staring right at the guy. His fists were clenched tight, face dark with anger, filled with rage. He yelled out, Han Shinki, let go of Lulu. Han Shinki and the others casually walked to the training field. With a mocking grin, he said, who do you want me to let go of? The guy was speechless, choking on his words, then realized it was Nangong Hanlu, who was holding his arm on her own. Lulu, you... His eyes widened in shock. Looking completely stunned, he stepped forward, trying to pull Nangong Hanlu's hand away, wanting to separate them by force. Nangong Hanlu glared and said with disgust, don't you get it? Guys and girls keep their distance. If we're not close, why do you touch me? Let go, right now. He casually kicked him away. But he just hugged Han Shinki even tighter. A passerby got yelled at by the goddess Xinyi in public. They stood frozen in place. Super awkward. The chubby female contractor beside him looked utterly disdainful. She muttered, this woman has no self-respect. She knows someone already has a contract partner, but she still makes moves on him. What a piece of work. Han Shinki frowned slightly, just about to say something back. A passerby cut in first and slapped the chubby girl across the face. He shouted angrily, who do you think you are to talk about him like that? What right do you have to judge Lulu? For him, Nangong Hanlu is his lifelong crush. He won't let anyone badmouth her. The chubby girl held her burning cheek and started crying right there. The bald instructor quickly stepped up to keep order. Today is simulated combat training. This isn't the place for your private drama. Han Shinki and Zhao Feili returned to your team. The Peruvian guy returned too, looking embarrassed. Then took the initiative to speak to the instructor. Instructor, I request to have a match against Han Shinki's team. I want to see for myself the true power of an SSS class summoned beast. Everyone must participate in simulated combat. Han Shinki and Zhao Feili, you're up. The bald instructor spoke in a deep voice. Han Shinki looked at Nangong Hanlu. He softly said, let go first. I'm about to transform and join the fight. Both Han Shinki and Zhao Feili activated their contract powers and summoned the nine-tailed celestial fox. A stunning light show swept over the area. A pure white two-tailed fox slowly appeared, standing right in the center. On the other side, the winged folks dragged the chubby girl along, both channeling contract power. To summon the golden magic hawk, a humming sound blasted through the air. The golden magic hawk appeared instantly, hovering 10 meters overhead, crying out non-stop. The hawk's sharp eyes locked onto the white fox below. It's already at stage 2. It actually leveled up to stage 2 in just a few days. Not surprising, considering he's the son of the city guard chief and S-class beast master. His talent is insane. Han Shinchi, be careful. That guy's special ability is blinding your sight. Watch out for surprise attacks from above. The number 2 team leader hurriedly warned them. The magic hawk shrieked loudly and triggered its vision-blocking skill. Suddenly, everything went pitch black for the white fox. It couldn't see anything around it, but Han Shinki just smiled slightly. In a magic beast battle, vision isn't everything.
Ben!
The two-tailed fox launched itself into the air like a rocket. The ground under its feet shattered, cracks spreading like a web. Whoosh! In a blink, it leapt right over the magic hawk. The magic hawk didn't even have time to react. The white fox hovered above it and stomped down hard, unleashing a massive 30 tons of force. The air itself seemed to shatter from the impact. The magic hawk was smashed straight to the ground, instantly losing all fighting power, barely hanging on. The bystanders were in total shock. It blew their minds. How are you so strong? In just one move. The magic hawk couldn't fight back at all, totally crushed from start to finish. All the young talents watching were stunned. Su Menshuan looked at Han Shinki, glowing with power, and felt nothing but regret. Because of its injuries, the magic hawk had to revert to human form, turning back into a person. Both the passerby and the chubby girl coughed up blood, falling flat on the ground, breathing weakly. The female bald instructor quickly went to check on them. Each of them was fed a healing potion. Finally, she let out a sigh of relief. Even though the magic hawk isn't as strong as the white tiger, in the bald instructor's eyes, it's still a top young talent, worth training up. A 5th stage physical body can break the sound barrier. The blue-haired bald instructor stared at the white tiger, shocked beyond words. It's only been 5 days since the awakening, and he's already reached stage 5, an SS class summoned beast. That's just insane. The white fox calmly reverted to human form. Han Xingqi reappeared, walking up to the Peruvian guy. He held out his hand and said flatly, "Give it here." The Peruvian guy was still shaking in shock. He instinctively shrank back, nervously said, "What do you want?"
I'm the city guard chief's son.
"Don't do anything crazy." He blurted out his family background for support. "What's going on here?" The bald instructor, worried about trouble, hurried over to ask. Han Xingqi looked at him with contempt and said, "This guy secretly stole the chief's communication token. He kept trying to trip me up behind the scenes. The chief told me to take the token back." Everyone heard this and looked at the collapsed Yilu. All eyes were full of contempt. Yilu was so furious, he vomited blood on the spot and fainted immediately. The bald instructor searched him and quickly found a pitch-black token. It really was the chief's special communication token. Turns out someone had been pretending to be the chief all along and issuing training orders in his name. The bald instructor instantly understood. Now he was super disappointed in Yilu. How dare he abuse the chief's name like that? There must be strict punishment. He immediately picked up the unconscious guy and took him straight to the military discipline office. The female bald instructor took out her notebook and wrote down, "Simulated combat training, passed by Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili. Each gets a level 3 crystal core as a reward." Han Xingqi frowned slightly. Level 3 crystal cores are no use for his training now. Instructor, as far as I remember, the training rewards should match each student's actual rank. The bald woman recalled the white fox's aura in battle. It really only felt like 3rd stage. She eyed Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili, half convinced. Han Xingqi shook his head a little and said he deliberately kept his power at stage 3 for this fight. Only used 3rd stage strength. Boom! A powerful energy suddenly exploded from Han Xingqi, stirring up a fierce wind. Nangong Hanlu's skirt got blown back, showing off her long, fair legs. Her face turned bright red at once. She shot Han Xingqi a shy, annoyed look. The 5th stage female instructor was in total shock. She blurted out in disbelief. Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili nodded slightly in confirmation. All the contractors there went nuts. They couldn't believe it. It's only been 3 or 4 days. How did he shoot up to stage 5? You just can't judge SS contractors by normal rules. At this rate,
He might hit the master level in a month.
that level is just terrifying. A master can rule a whole territory, or be a city chief. So many rising stars with tons of resources haven't even gotten close to master rank. Yet they've improved this much already. Keep it down. Han Xingqi is probably going to be city chief soon. Nangong Hanlu looked shy as everyone talked about him. He quietly slipped away, embarrassed. Han Xingqi stopped the bald female instructor. She asked him to change the reward record. Swap the 3rd tier crystal core for a 5th tier one for each person. Training ended. Dismissed on the spot. Nangong Hanlu was already waiting outside, waiting for Han Xingqi and Zhao Feili, planning to eat together. He was troubled deep down. His relationship with Han Xingqi was now out in the open. He had no idea how to explain it to his dad. Han Xingqi noticed he was worried. She asked him what was wrong. He quietly said he wanted to eat chilled lean meat today. The high-end hunting restaurant has new chilled lean meat, always kept below 0 degrees, tender and bouncy texture, super tasty. Zhao Feili heard this. Her eyes instantly lit up. Sighed, she had to try it too. The 3 arrived at a private room in the high-end hunting restaurant. The dishes here are pricey. One dish costs a 7th tier crystal core. Just one meal takes 2 6th tier cores and 1 7th tier core. Ordinary people can't afford it. Only rich girls like the city lord's daughter can enjoy this. Can eat here as they please. Many who knew Nangong Hanlu's identity saw him and Han Xingqi being close. The news spread quietly. After the meal, rumors about the three spread throughout the training camp and city guard base. Right now, Mangyuan base is the center, top floor of the skyscraper. Inside the city lord's mansion, City Lord Nangang Katao was staring at a huge map, frowning, plotting in his mind about the upcoming beast tide from Demon Serpent Forest. That Flood Dragon King already reached Grandmaster level. Its power keeps growing. Back then, he and the city guard chief, both Grandmasters, joined forces, barely managed to drive the Flood Dragon King back, forced back the beast tide, kept Mangyuan base safe. If next time the beast tide can't be stopped, the base city will suffer irreversible destruction. The Flood Dragon King is the beast king of Demon Serpent Forest, ruling the entire forest. Countless high-tier monsters reported. The guards outside announced. Nangang Katao spoke in a deep voice. City Lord, you told us to keep a close eye on Miss Kanjin. Now there's some news. A guard carefully enters the main hall. Nangang Katao pauses. His eyes narrow.
He signals the guard to continue.
Miss Kyunjin has a boyfriend outside. They're always together. Nangang Katao isn't angry at first. He even laughs. He looks slightly pleased. The guard hesitates before continuing, then lowers his voice. But that guy already has a partner by contract. Nangang Katao's smile freezes.
He stares at the guard in disbelief.
The guard instinctively steps back. He quickly confirms it's true. Lots of people at the youth training camp saw it with their own eyes. Now pretty much everyone at camp knows. There are even rumors outside that Miss Nangang is willing to settle for being the other woman. And she's constantly chasing after that boy. Even the boy's official contract partner was forced by power and had to accept it. There are even crazier rumors, like Miss Nangang is already pregnant with his kid. The more Nangang Katao hears, the darker his face gets. By the end, his face is pitch black. He's boiling with rage. He can't hold it in. The city lord slams the table and yells in anger, Nangang Henlu, you've got some nerve. Send someone to catch him for me, now. Lock him up for a month. The guard is about to leave with his orders, but the city lord forces down his anger.
He speaks again, still furious. Wait.
I'll do it myself. A few days without discipline, and she forgets her place. Lock him up for a few months. He doesn't need to take this year's college entrance exam. He can stay there until he learns his lesson. Let him out only when he's realized his mistake. He just feels totally disgraced. Nangang Hanlu is the city lord's daughter. Everything she does represents the family. And now these rumors and scandals. A boy with a partner, willing to be her side guy. It's a total disgrace to the city lord's mansion. The family's name is completely ruined. Han Xingqi takes Zhao Fei and Nangang Hanlu back to their dorm apartment. Looking at the simple, clean apartment, Zhao Fei tilts his head, feeling like something's missing. Nangang Hanlu blinks curiously. What's missing? I'll go buy it right now. A wedding dress and red lotus. Today's your big day. Xiao, shouldn't you at least prepare something? Aren't you going to regret it? Only then does Nangang Hanlu realize. Yeah, forming a contract is like getting married. Today is my big day. Zhao Fei instantly grabs Nangang Hanlu and pulls her out shopping. Half an hour later, the two come rushing back, carrying a pile of festive decorations. It only takes 10 minutes to decorate the apartment with lots of red. Now the whole place feels festive. After decorating, Zhao Fei pushes Nangang Hanlu into the bathroom and hands her a fine white wedding dress. Put this on. Han Xingqi is sitting on the sofa reading. Suddenly, Zhao Fei pulls her over. Han Xingqi looks up and gets startled by Zhao Fei's expression. Tears are welling up in his eyes, with shiny drops swirling around. His face looks miserable and wronged. What's wrong with you? Han Xingqi, you jerk. Why are you the only one who can make unlimited contracts? Zhao Fei finally says what's been on his mind. Maybe I'm the chosen one. Or maybe I'm just too handsome. So the heavens blessed me. Han Xingqi thinks for a second and answers casually. Zhao Fei bursts out laughing. He suddenly leaps over and bites Han Xingqi's wrist.
Ouch.
That hurts. Let go. Han Xingqi looks down and sees 2 neat rows of teeth marks on his wrist. Zhao Fei feels much better now. He hums and says, "You better treat me and Xiao well from now on. No favorites allowed. You hear me?" Half an hour later, Han Xingqi and Nengong Hanlu in her wedding dress get pushed together into the only bedroom by Zhao Feiyi. From the doorway, Zhao Feiyi says, "Behave yourselves. I'll stand watch outside. I'll sleep on the couch tonight." The door is gently locked from the outside. Inside the room, Han Xingqi and Nengong Hanlu in her wedding dress stand face to face. It's a bit awkward. Sis is seriously so thoughtful and sweet. Nengong Hanlu is deeply touched. She whispers with emotion. Han Xingqi looks at her gentle, charming face and replies, "You're just as rare. Tonight's too perfect to waste." Han Xingqi gently lifts Hanlu's veil, then softly sets it down again. "Wanna switch to your beastier form?" Han Xingqi asks softly. Nengong Hanlu quietly shakes her head. There's a moment of silence. Suddenly, a system notification rings in Han Xingqi's mind. Host contractor, Nengong Hanlu. Template, Golden Dragon, no master. Energy exceeds the limit, too wild. Don't cross the line, or you'll both explode and die instantly. Han Xingqi is so shocked, he falls right down, totally confused.
10 minutes later.
Han Xingqi and Nengong Hanlu tidy themselves up and walk out of the bedroom together. They come into the living room. It's so quiet you could hear a pin drop. All three sit on the sofa. No one says a word. The atmosphere is awkward. After a while, Nengong Hanlu nearby starts quietly sobbing. Why is it always the template's fault? First it was issues when I awakened it. Then it finally got fixed. And now it's stopping me again. Nengong Hanlu's eyes are red, and she's full of frustration and sadness. Han Xingqi thinks to himself, I've already fused 2 rule crystals for her, but the template is still unstable and out of control. The wild energy will just take over, and we'll both explode right away. Han Xingqi rubs his temples. Just as frustrated, Nengong Hanlu has that cool, elegant vibe, like a lotus in a pond. Beautiful, but can't be touched. Right then, the system notification sounds again. Host triggered a new stage task. Task 1. Score top in the National College Entrance Exam. Task 2. Place Mayu on base. In the top 10 nationwide. Reward, super secret mystery prize. Bonus time task. Within 2 weeks. Level up 2 summoned beasts to level 9. And slay 2 master rank demon beasts. Task reward, rule crystal and a black gold gem. The black gold gem has amazing power to suppress out of control energy. Accept the task? No penalty for refusing. Failing won't trigger new rules. Rule crystal plus 100 black gold gems. Han Xingqi is shocked. This treasure is exactly what Hanlu needs to calm her crazy energy. It's like a pillow when you're sleepy. Absolutely perfect timing.